Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we are back with another pick a card or reading. This one is timeless and it is going to be love based. We're going to see some new things coming in. I'm actually going to try for that. I usually do, but y'all definitely let me know in the comments when I'm pulling an X and y'all do not like that, okay? So we're going to aim for a topic that is specific for and encouraging towards the new energy for you guys, okay? So the thumbnail says Cappuccino Crush. I'm really excited about it. I think it's super cute. And so we're going to be seeing who has a crush on you. We'll try to get like what they want from you, any deep desires and feelings. We'll see if we can identify the person. That's the energy you guys want me to lead with. So that's the energy I will attempt to channel, because again, I cannot force the read. I can't force spirit, so we'll get what we can get. Now I'm not going to delay this any further. I am going to hop right into it. Before I list out the piles, I do want to mention that we're feeling a little bit sparkly today. I don't know if it's the cappuccino energy vibe, the coffee vibe, but like I got the glowy Spirit de la Lune deck, and then I also have my Afro Goddess deck that I pulled out for the first time in a while. This is the volume 2, but I just love the coloring, so maybe that'll be some good visuals for us. So I will now proceed with the pile selection. So this is the point in the reading in which I verbally describe each pile, so that if you may be visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me verbally describe them, you can make your selection here. Now, pile 1, it is a cappuccino, white cup, white mug with the glass. I say glass, I mean saucer, but it's a clean, simple design. It truly just has the white froth on it. Pile 2, similar cup, white mug with the saucer underneath, and it has like a swizzle spiral design on it that looks like kind of a baseball. Pile 3 is like a really creamy froth. It looks like they may have mixed it with like a cocoa powder or caramel, but it's like a nice, looks really delicious, creamy, chocolatey vibe, okay? And then pile 4 has like a gold and brown, like really detailed flower. Looks very much so like a fleur-de-lis, okay? Now I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1. So I am going to lead with this love-based oracle deck. I'm doing it a bit differently today. If you're familiar with the channel, I'm going to get some overview energy from this deck. I'll hop right into the tarot deck. Then I'll go through these astrology-based oracle decks. That's how we get a lot of our information. And then I will power through these 4 love-based decks. So let's go. Okay, pile 1. I'm interested. Let's see what's going on. Let me get a good shuffle, and then we'll see who has a crush on pile 1. You picked, the image you picked is a very clean image. So I'm wondering if that will come into play. It's a very traditional cappuccino. So let's see who has a crush on my pile 2. I mean pile 1. So sorry. If you're called to the pile 2, don't hesitate. I don't know what it is yet. Obviously, we're doing this in real time. So come on, pile 1. Let's see. Please don't shoot the messenger. Please don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. Okay? Because in the comments, I read the comments. I haven't been able to go in and like all of them, but I do read your comments. And I mean, listen. Blast from the past, but I'm gonna work with it. This is a general reading. There's so many scenarios that can come through, but the dominant energy is blast from the past. Okay, it says an ex or on again, off again lover may come back. Is it worth revisiting the past? Please do not shoot the messenger, those of you that don't want that. And like I see y'all kind of gang up on me in the comments a little bit. I don't take it personally, but I feel like in the comments sometimes someone will make a comment about please leave that ex where he is, and then like all of you will like it, and that's funny. But no, I mean, I see pictures, I see memories. This is someone, pile 1, I'm gonna lead with the dominant energy. This is a person that is looking at old photos, reading old messages, kind of reminiscing, like with the black and white photos. Like this is someone, the person that has a crush on you is someone that is missing you, okay? Now, doesn't mean that it's specifically an ex, right? It could be someone that you just haven't seen in a while, or someone that there's some sort of familiar energy with, that it just distance, whether that's someone from like a same friendship group, or someone that lives in an area that you don't live in anymore. Like it could be all of the things. It doesn't have to be an ex, right? It's just someone that deeply misses you, that is looking at, thinking about the memories they have with you, remembering, and also could be like on your social media accounts, especially looking at photos, old photos that you post and whatnot, or current content you're posting on social media channels. But this is someone that misses you. So that's the leading energy for you, Pile One. It's just that it is someone that misses you, someone that you are familiar with, someone you're aware of, whether you're aware of them missing you or not. So that is where we're leading. Let me see what is at the bottom. Parental love. That's interesting. There's a parent-child role dynamic in this relationship. Learn how to meet your partner as an equal. This is someone, and the parental love is interesting, but just this dominant energy feels like this is someone that sees you kind of elevating in some way, or feels that you are, and they feel like you're not on the same level. Okay, I want to get another card, but it feels like someone that doesn't feel like they're really on your level, like you're above them or more mature than them or something like that. Just because you have, again, right, meeting your partner as an equal, that dynamic of someone lacking in maturity, whether we're talking about legitimate maturity levels or we're talking about status and levels of success, could be all of the things. But let me get one more and we'll take the bottom. There we go. Abusive relationship. Goodness. Okay, it says if you find yourself in an abusive relationship, it's time to put a stop to it. Know you are deserving of real love. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, this is the good news for those of you where you're like, leave that ex in the past. If this is an ex and this was a chaotic situation, just know that this is a person that while they are crushing on you, they pretty much know that it's not gonna happen. Okay, hence the missing and the reminiscing and whatnot. The bottom, you have one-way love. Exactly. Look at this. Look how accurate this read is for me. Let me see if I can get, there it is. It says unrequited love can be painful. Protect yourself and try to move past the pain in a positive way. So this is a person that's trying to forget you, okay? I'm not going to let that be the dominant energy of the pile. I wanted that to be clear for those of you where you're like, leave that ex alone. Stop letting them come in the reading. I mean, the energy is heavy. They're thinking about you a lot. Therefore, they come through your love readings. But now that that's out of the way, some of you, I can get the energy, the fresh energy coming in. Some of you, this person that has a crush on you is not necessarily from the past, okay? Like there's about a 50-50 split, right? Some of you, this isn't someone that you're at least familiar with on some level in the past that does miss you or wishes that they could get closer to you. Others of you, this is someone that you may not know, with the face turned and it being one-way love. Could be like a secret admirer energy. Regardless, now that I've brushed off those of you that don't want the X in the picture, it feels like someone that has a lot of pain associated with love. Like this is someone that's experienced a lot of unrequited love, someone that may have been in abusive relationships in the past. Like this is someone that may definitely have like a lot of poor experiences as it relates to love and romance historically, okay? That is the overall energy for those of you where this is not an ex. And even if it is an ex, I can see that this could be more than one person that has a crush on you. And I was already getting that when I first started to shuffle for the pile. So let's hop into the tarot and see what's going on. So some of you, it is an ex as well as a secret admirer or two, okay? And even your ex, right? Even those of you where it is an ex, it's just someone where either you experienced a lot of chaos romantically together, or someone coming in that just has a lot of history. And that's why they're coming in the pile with those of you where you have an ex. It's like you may have endured a lot with an ex, similar to this person has endured with other people. But I do, again, see very strongly something I want to note, that this is someone that is used to wanting people that they cannot have. With abusive relationship, blast from the past, and one-way love, this is someone that is used to pursuing people that are not going to reciprocate their feelings. Now, I'm not saying you don't. Some of you, this is an ex and you don't. But I'm just saying this is what this person is used to. And I don't know why that's relevant, but we will pull and see why. Yeah, okay. With the 5 card here, this is the Hierophant, right? This is someone that is, I associate the Hierophant, and like, I got my little, you can't see because the light's super bright, but this is a card that has like a certain glow to it. But anyway, I associate this with like religious organizations or just institutions in general. Like the Hierophant is like teacher energy. Some of you that could be relevant. And I also see heavy Taurus, because this card is ruled by Taurus and second house energy of assets, of ownership and whatnot. And this may be important as it relates to identifying your person, because this will be a person that is either deeply religious, deeply in a routine, or heavily fixated on like their assets, their money, and their professional energy. Because again, this is very institutional, organization based energy, and that may be why this person's kind of fixated on situations that weren't mutual, because this person's probably always actively sought out connections where partners have been emotionally unavailable, because that wasn't necessarily the primary focus, or they use that as a way to kind of have one foot in, one foot out, if that makes sense. So yeah, definitely with the Hierophant, it feels like a teacher. And also this person has learned a lot from past connections through this dynamic that they're used to experiencing. Okay, so let me see. I have my 2, so I have to 6 of Swords. A lot of you, this is a secret admirer with this back turned energy coming through heavily, right? 6 of Swords is an energy of moving on, moving forward. This may be someone that you kind of walk past and don't even recognize consistently. A lot of you, this is someone that just kind of, you may not really pay much attention to. 9 of Pentacles, which is very independent energy. So yeah, okay, I got it. Some of you, your person that has a crush on you has loner vibes, okay? That's why we have the one-way love. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, hyper-independent energy, very organization-based, right? Like constantly looking forward, moving. This may be someone that moves a lot, so they're never really stable enough to engage in a connection. At the bottom, you have the God of Swords, which is the King of Swords. That is air sign energy. Wow, I have like a bit of a cough. So let me get a sip of water. Some of you need water. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that random itch in my throat was. Someone wants to say something and either can't, don't know how to express it, or like just something with their throat. And I don't know what's going on with my throat. My throat is fine. I haven't had issues with my throat in a very long time, and I'm not sick. So like this is someone that is deathly afraid to communicate with you, or just simply does not know how. Okay, because for a second I thought I was gonna have to pause and then come back, because it hit me. I was like, oh goodness, with my throat. So this person does not know how to, is deeply afraid of it, because this is someone that's going to be afraid of your rejection because of their past experiences. Like in the past, honestly, some of you people have actually been mean to this person when they've expressed their interest romantically. With the blast from the past and abusive relationship, some of you you remind this person a lot of people, like they may have a type. So like you remind this person a lot of people that they've been interested in romantically in the past, that have rejected them. And that really has them spooked, okay? In a way. So like this person's afraid to kind of come forward. Hence the secret admirer, hiding of the face in some instances energy. But I just find it interesting that when I get the God of Swords, which is the king of communication, right? Air sign energy, that is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. When I got that, when I started to get the thing on my throat, this is the one king that rules communication and knowing what to say. So even if this person knows what to say, they're really afraid to, because they're deeply, deeply afraid of rejection. So this is, again, the type of person that kind of goes through life focusing on their things that they're working on, their routine, their goals, where they're headed, and keeping their head forward, and just not really engaging and focusing on themselves, and making sure that they're independent and financially stable on their own, which they are with all of this energy coming through. Again, Taurus, which is assets and money, and the Nine of Pentacles is someone that's doing very well for themselves individually. That's interesting. So let me just keep pulling. I'm gonna go to these astrology based oracle decks and see what I can get. I got two came out together. We've got Blue Moon, which is a renewal, and I do see butterflies in that God of Swords. So we've got a Blue Moon, which is a renewal. Okay, I can put that there. And then I have the envision. So with renewal and envision, this feels like someone that is trying to kind of gain the strength, the energy to come forward. That's why they're coming through your crush reading. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, if this person is that deathly afraid of you, why are they coming through in the crush energy? Like, because we're not just gonna see who it is. We want to see like the actions, the energy, all of the revealing information regarding the crush itself. So with renewal and envision, this is someone that's kind of trying to one, transform themselves and the way they speak and the way that they pursue people, so that they can eventually have what it is they want, which is someone like you. Because I do find that you scare them because you're very familiar, in a sense. Like, they're used to people like you, right? They're used to being attracted to people like you, but they're used to being rejected as well, right? So something about you is very familiar in a horrifying way. So you've got surrender. Okay, so surrender may be relevant. It may be a deeply relevant energy. Let's see. So I'll just put this here so we can keep it. Is everything still visible? Yes. So renewal, envision, and surrender. That's the energy this person's in. So they're trying to find a way to, I guess, kind of pull you in, right? Like to lure you in to them. Interesting. It's a very interesting approach. Let's pull from this deck. Like, this is someone that would have focused a lot on their academics and their schooling. Like, this isn't someone that would be very social. This isn't someone that would be very much outside. Like, this is someone that's head in the books, head in their studies, head in their work. With that hard foot. Like, always looking, learning, and studying something, okay? We've got Pluto, transform. Okay, so that's 3 times. So you got Blue Moon, which reminds me of the Death card, which is a renewal, and then surrendering with Pluto, which says transform. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting energy here that I'm not allowed to read. So this is some 18 plus coming through that I will not develop. You know what that means, but there is an attraction here. There's a certain energy here that your person that has a crush on you is radiating onto the pile. I'm trying to see where I'm going to put this. I think I want to shift. There's some shifting happening for sure with this person. This person's pivoting in some way for your attention. So we'll see in a second what that means, but definitely the case. Some shifting. Let's see, what is that? I don't want that. That's too many. Give me one more from this deck. Thank you. This is going to be a monumental deck, because this card landed directly on it. So astrology may be very, very prominent. You may have key synastry with this person. Okay. But you have Aries, which is independence, bravery, and passion. Yeah, this person's trying to shift their energy so that they can go for it, because you've got Pluto, you've got Aries. These are very active energies. Pluto and Aries are related in that Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars was the planet that originally ruled Scorpio. Okay, so they're connected. Everything is connected, but that's the connection I'm seeing between these two. Okay, and with transforming, that, like, it literally says transform to independence, bravery, and passion, right? Like, that's how you've kind of got this person going internally, and now it seems like they're trying to morph that into energy of like pursuit. Like, they're trying to figure out, okay, like how to get you interested in them if you're not already, because this person is already going to lead with an energy of pile two's not interested in me. Okay, that is truly what, and that's why a lot of you coming in, like, I don't know what the next few piles will say, but that's why the X energy came in so heavily, because there's a group of people here that are X's that know that it's like it's either dead in the water or feel like it may be too far gone to revive. And then there's those of you where you have a person that's coming in that has a crush on you, that just is so traumatized from past experiences, that impact, and exes too, that they're kind of projecting that onto you. That's why this is the same pile. Now at the bottom, you have the North Node, destined to have. This person feels like they're destined to have you, though. They do feel like you're someone that they're supposed to have. You're someone they're supposed to be with, someone that's really going to push them where they're supposed to go in life. And they feel like if they, like, you could be it for them as it relates to connections. Like, everything they've wanted in a connection, they feel like they can have it with you. Okay, at least that's from what they know about you, because this is brand new crush energy, right? Even though there's a heavy energy of this person knowing you on some level, or you knowing them, but again, that's not for every single person selecting this pile. And that is house one of identity and how you project yourself. This person is actually, before I even get this good shuffle, this person's shifting their appearance. Like, they're shifting around and changing their appearance for you. That's funny. Like, because that's just, that to me, that's a bit excessive. But this person wants to make sure that they look good, or they look a way that would be attractive to you, with Pluto and Aries, okay? Because that's first house energy and transformation. And even the Hierophant, with that being Taurus energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus, okay? So like that is, beauty and such. So let me get a good shuffle from the Moonology deck. And I do have a bunch more decks you can pull from and get clarification on. With Pluto and this 8th house energy coming through, this person feels like, especially with destined to have in this North Node, they feel like everything, like all of the people that they've kind of engaged, pursued, dated, been rejected by in the past, was kind of a means to getting to you, right? It was to get them to you. I don't even know how that's an energy coming through, but it is. So let's pull more cards and see. We have another surrendering energy coming through. Can you see? Not yet. Okay. Surrender to the divine, full moon. So we've got a blue moon here. We've got a waning gibbous with number 27 with surrender, and then we have surrender again, surrender to the divine. So I'll pull one more from this deck and we'll take the bottom. And I'll try to tie it together before I hop into those love-based oracle decks. Bring love into the situation. Tell me more about pile one's person that has a crush on them. Don't let pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I'm in a good positioning and placements of the pile. Your commitment is being tested. Okay. This is someone that is like, the word I'm hearing is try. I have to try. So if this is an ex, They're going to come back because the whole thing is they're going to surrender and be like, you know what? I have to just let go of my pride because I don't want Pile 1 to slip away without me at least attempting to get Pile 1 back. If this is someone, I think I mentioned earlier a scenario where this is someone you're familiar with that like you may have had some kind of engagements and encounters with. Doesn't have to even be someone you dated, but you kind of know them from past interactions of any kind, and then they may pop up like, hey, remember me, blah 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 blah, kind of a vibe. And then you have the brand new hiding of the faces, secret admirers that you don't know that are gonna pop up, right? They're gonna see it as like a rare opportunity. Like it may come out of nowhere, but they're gonna just surrender to the energy and just go for it, right? Like it right now. And again, we're all in different stages. I like to make sure I tell that to you because the reading, as a general reading, could be some past energy for you that has happened in any moment I'm speaking, present energy, or incoming energy. So before the person that has a crush on you comes in, if like I'll speak from a purely futuristic perspective, before they come in, they'll already have sat with an energy of fighting with themselves and letting their ego and pride prevent them from engage you because of this fear of rejection. And once they get beyond that, they'll pop up, okay? Especially those of you where it's a secret admirer. Like I feel like with your exes, like those of you where this is your ex, there's more baggage there, so it'll take a little more time to get for them to get beyond it, even though they're more familiar with you. Depending on how bad the last interaction was, the worser it was, the longer it'll take for them to muster up the energy to do so. And then again, those of you that fall in the middle where it's someone you know on a friendly level or at least familiar with, that the hey, do you remember me energy? I think that falls in the middle of the secret admirer that's like a brand new person that has no idea how you'll take them because they don't know you at all, right? So just be mindful of where you fall. And some of you, it could be all three. It could be two of the scenarios or it could be all three because, you know, you all live, you're not a monolith, right? So let me pull from this Melanin Pop deck so I can get more information on the person that has a crush on you, Pile 1. So far the placements I do see, I'm seeing Aries here, some Scorpio energy coming through, a little bit of Leo, definitely seeing Taurus straight up, as well as my air signs. Tell me more about Pile 1's person that has a crush on them, who has a crush on Pile 1, and give me any details you can regarding this situation and this person. Yeah, exactly. I would say, like I said, it's mustering up the energy, working through the ego, the pride, the fear. This is a person that, again, is very studious, very detail based, like focuses on planning and routine and studies and work. Like this is that person, right? Wise planning, meticulous, careful, and delays. And again, with the careful, it's the fear of that one way, that rejection. Like I have to be careful in the way that I approach Pile 1, whether it's the hostile energy from the past or just fear. Okay, and delays. So going back and forth, slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. But I like this cute little road that looks like Candyland. It's like your person's playing the long game, okay? This crush is playing the long game. They're gonna come in very, very slowly, already floating in the background, you know, in various ways. However they can observe you, that's what they're doing. And just crawling up to that castle, okay? Step for step, very slow, okay? And I didn't mean to flip it over, but it's like almost like a turning it, like, and I don't want you to see how slow they're moving. That's funny. Let me get more. Lock and key. Yeah, exactly. They don't want you to see. So this is a person that's literally watching. This is like a secret admirer hiding pile. Like this is my hidden pile of this person's being sneaky and kind of watching you from afar, whether someone that's trying to get info or like brand new, but like secrets, silence, burdens, quiet, right? Lock and key. Like this is someone that is tight-lipped. They're not someone that you're engaging. And even if it is, it's someone that is not open and honest about their interest in you romantically, about the fact that they have a crush on you. So like those of you that are interacting with this person on any level, right? You will be interacting with them as it relates to like school. Like there's a lot of air energy, a lot of knowledge. Like you may have to communicate for formal reasons, right? With that Hierophant, like whether it's religious, whether it's professional, academic. If you're interacting with this person on any level, it's strictly business as usual, right? Because they're not trying to get shot down, especially if this is an ex. They already know how you can be. If this is like a secret admirer, the less familiar they are with you, the more up in the air it is. Like they have no idea what's gonna happen if they approach you. So they're very and then revenge feels like someone that can be a bit sharp. It does say newness, revenge body, luxury, reaching goals, sudden success. This may be the energy that you're in. I think I picked up on it at the beginning, especially with the Hierophant. Someone's kind of ascending a little bit with the North Node, that journey, even this turtle, someone's moving forward in some way. Six of Swords as well, ascension. And so someone's kind of the person has a bit of an ego and is kind of afraid that you might be outgrowing them in some sense. Like they may be losing a window. So like there's a certain sense of urgency as well as the back and forth with the delays as it relates to this person, okay? Tell me more about pile one. So you've got the powerful man. It's not gender specific, but it is and it's not, right? Like you got the God of Swords. So take the masculine energy where it resonates and where it doesn't. This is just someone that's really in their bag, going for it academically or as it relates to their career. Because you've got strong, entrepreneur, boss, leader, mature, and empowerment. And so this person, I'll put it here. It's fine. I know what that is. So this is a person, like I said earlier, they're very routine, career, academic based. This is actually a really good card to come from either the powerful man, woman, because it's the same energy. It is someone that is not really used to doing the romantic thing or not very good at it, because with with the energy I described earlier of kind of constantly pursuing people that, are not as invested in them with the one-way love and the abusive relationships. Like they're much better academically and professionally. Like I'm not saying this person lacks like sense or street smarts. It's just that they're very familiar and very comfortable intellectually. Like this is someone that is very comfortable intellectually, not necessarily with matters of the heart. And that's why you have all of this sneaky energy. They're trying to approach your energy, like they're trying to approach you from a crush perspective as though they would any like professional or academic opportunity. I'm laughing because it's funny. And sorry, this is bothering me a little bit, that gaping hole that was there. So and maybe there's a hole, like they're trying to fill a hole of information regarding you so that they can know how to proceed with you. Because even if this is an ex, this doesn't feel like necessarily a recent ex. This feels like someone that you've not spoken to in at least a few months, at least, because it looks like you're kind of you slowly ascended since dealing with them. And so like they don't really know you like that anymore because you're totally different. Like you're in a different stage of your career, of your academics, like financial, like all of the things, like the stage of life you were at when you were with them. You're not at that level anymore. You've ascended, and it is throwing them off as to how to proceed, if that makes sense. So I want one more and I'll take the bottom. Yeah, exactly though. See, crush, stranger. I love that the crush card came out for the crush reading. But crush, stranger, love, daydreaming, and surprises. So this is a person that's constantly thinking, as the God of Swords does, of scenarios and whatnot, of how to go about it, like how to do it. Like what do? They envision. And this is also energy of manifestation as well. Like they're trying to seek spiritual guidance on what would be the appropriate way to engage you. Okay, one more please, and we will take the bottom so that we can hop into those other decks. Yeah, I think, this is the energy I was describing. Very inexperienced individual. Some of you, even though I'm getting an overwhelmingly masculine energy, it could be masculine earth sign specifically, or air sign, because we've got Taurus. I associate the Virgin with Virgo. And then again, I have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius there. Aries could be a thing, and as well as Scorpio, but those are just not as heavy. I'm certain your person has some of these placements along with Leo, or a certain combination, and you will let me know in the comments. I know you guys often do, but you have purity, innocence, angelic, bright, abstinence, celibacy. Some of you, this person's upbringing may have been very religious in some sense, and so they lack experience romantically. Like they may come from a very traditional family, or conservative family, where they have been pushed academically and professionally, so they don't have the social skills. Like they lack the dating and romantic skills, if that makes sense. Like I'm trying to find I can't word it. I know exactly what I'm trying to say, and you know too, so like you know what I mean. So they lack in this area, okay? They lack in this area. They lack in romantic experience, because either they were culturally pushed in a certain direction, or their personality type just naturally put them in that energy of where their focus should be, and therefore they just they don't know how to talk to you as a result, because they've never been very good in this area. With Lock and Key, Slow and Steady, Virgin, this is someone that has a bit of a learning curve as it relates to love and romance, and they're also kind of I see homebody, like Lock and Key and Virgin, like it feels like homebody energy, going out when you need to be productive. Okay, that's the person that is crushing on you for sure. Like that's their personality. Now I can take the bottom. Red flags. Caution, beware, toxic, warnings, and danger. I'm laughing because it's not what you think it is. I don't even think I talked about this commitment being tested. I don't even think I acknowledged that it was on the table, which is funny because now I'm gonna have to, because it's the same energy as here. I didn't intentionally skip over that. So let's talk about it. Red flags. Some of you, all the way on the least optimistic side of the scale, red flag is literally the ex. Like, you know, you do not want to deal with this ex anymore, and that is your confirmation. Like, listen, leave that ex in the past. Like, send that blast right back, okay? And you tell me all the time in the comments, so you know that this is you. Others of you, it's not. The red flag is that trigger for this person. Like, they may think that they see red flags in you that they've experienced in other partners, or they may feel like you'll see red flags in them, right? This lack of experience, this virgin energy, this powerful man, Lock and Key, someone that is guarded, someone that is heavily focused on the self and advancement, that doesn't really know how to do the relationship thing. Your person that has a crush on you is that's part of the overthinking they're doing, is, oh my gosh, pile one is going to see me as a walking red flag. And they know, especially with your commitment is being tested, they're trying to, regardless of which side, regardless if they're afraid you're going to see them as a red flag, or if they're kind of seeing you as a red flag, the commitment being tested is them moving very slowly just to make sure that in their mind it would even work, right? Like, they're trying to see if pursuing you is even something they want to do. Like, they want to make sure that they actually want you and that you would actually want them. And whatever they're doing under the radar is supposed to prove it. It's probably why I'm referencing Candyland. Like, it's like an exploration for this person. Like, that's what I'm seeing. But yeah, some of you definitely, the ex, it's the red flag. Others of you, this may be a gentle red flag from spirit, that if this person sees themselves as a red flag, it's not because, it could be because of the low self-esteem, but there is some sort of a truth. We all have baggage. Everyone's got stuff. So this person just knows that they lack development in that area of romance and love, and they're acknowledging that could be an issue in pursuing you. Okay, especially since it seems like on the furthest end of the scale of the secret admirer and hiding, that they're kind of afraid to engage you. So, you know, that, just take that for what it is. Okay. And also, red flags next to your commitment being tested feels like a challenge, right? They see you as like a bit of a challenge. So let me pull from these other decks. Tell me more about pile one's person that I was about to say pile one secret admirer, which I mean that's what it is at this point, regardless of if you know them. They're hiding. Okay. Tell me more about pile one's person that has a crush on them. And hopefully these last 3 decks will kind of tell us what we can expect. I mean, we already know that slow and steady, mustering up the courage to come out and interact. We've got details regarding this person, astrological placements. We've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. Those of you where this is an ex, it's because and you have children with this person, or if you just have children outside of this person. Like some of you, this person is trying to keep the peace for the sake of your kids, and they don't want to rock the boat by pursuing you romantically, even though they want you. Others of you, you've moved on and you may have children or be expecting children with someone else, and they are like, what? You know, like, how do I pursue pile one now? Trying to figure out what, you know what I mean, what to even do. Or they see you family planning with someone, and you know they're trying to not come across as a red flag, even though a lot of these exes are walking red flags. Okay, now those of you where this is just someone that those of you where this is someone that from the past where you may or may not have dated, it's not any bad stuff, but it's not like a full-blown ex. Maybe someone from childhood, someone related to your friends, could be someone that knows your friends, someone you used to be friends with, especially related to childhood. Okay, some of you, this is a parent of one of your children's friends or something, depending on the age range we're talking about and whatnot. Now, brand new people where this is a brand new crush, someone coming in, the very inexperienced virginal energy, someone that's been very focused on the self and not experiencing connection. This is that immaturity, which is that red flag. Okay, there's a certain childlike nature with this person because they haven't, their level of development romantically is not in alignment with their actual age. Okay, because of the sacrifices they've made. There's nothing wrong with it, and I don't think it'll be a huge deal. We'll pull more cards and see. It looks like because this person's been so focused in the whole academic, possibly professional area, they've been doing very well. Like they're very successful. The sacrifice was worth it, right? But they're not very socially attuned to dating and romance and pursuing romantic partners. So if you're willing to slow and steady work with that energy, just be mindful of it. Not because I'm not saying it in that way to make it seem like it's a bad thing. I don't see that it's a bad thing. It just depends on where you are and what you're looking for at this stage of your life. Like, does it connect with their level, right? So let's see. I think I'll probably take 4 from this deck as well. Why not? Y'all, I can't listen, those of you where this is an ex, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Like, if they message you, don't even respond. Just let it go. Don't even tempt yourself, because it says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. What is happening? So, like, again, those of you where it's ex, straight up, like, don't even worry about it. Okay? Because some of you, this ex is just, they see the glow up, they see the ulterior motive. Like, it's an ulterior motive because, like, they see you glow up, they see you doing a little bit better, they see other people in pursuit of you, they see you kind of living your life and ascending, and they just want to be a part of that or disrupt that. Other of you, this red flag, it just, some of the qualities, right? The inexperience, right? The self-identified energy. I do see some selfish tendencies here, for those of you that may not even be in an abusive situation. And also, I mentioned earlier, this person on the newer side of the scale, the secret admirer side, is used to abusive connections that weren't necessarily healthy, whether it's because the person wasn't as engaged as them, or if they were just wanting people that didn't want them at all, or if they've just had a lot of bad experiences. Just know that this person will come with baggage to work through, hence the slow and steady. Slow and steady says, if you're willing to do the work with this person, working through your baggage as well as theirs with Pluto, because they are growing, it can work. It's just that, like, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's not going to be perfect, okay? Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. I can see that. Whether on your end or on this person's end, letting go of a need to control things will, like, once this person surrenders, they're coming in. What you do with that information, what you do with them when they come in, is entirely up to you, okay? And I'm also seeing that some of you, because this person's energy of romance and pursuit, like, so, like, let's say this is someone you're interested in. I'll lead with that, because why else are we wasting our time here for 40 minutes? If this is someone you're interested in, then make sure you don't try to control their development, right? Like, it's going to be slow, it's going to be steady. If you rush it, it's not going to work. It's just going to create more energy, more chaos, more conflict. And that's kind of the red flag, is letting things unfold at a healthy pace for both parties, okay? So let me get my last one. We'll take the bottom, and I've got 2 more decks. For this pile, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yeah, when this person comes in, they want to be serious. They want to be together. They want to pursue you romantically, regardless of which side. Some of you, your ex might literally propose. Like, they might just pop up and propose, which is the red flag. Like, hey, you know what? We've been back and forth for a while. Like, we should just go ahead and, like, make it official. That's a red flag. And Spirit says, let it go. Okay? Like, Spirit says that this is a person that is trying to control you because you have a little bit of freedom now without having to be under their thumb, right? Some of you, that was a specific message, especially with your commitment is being tested, okay? Some of you, your commitment is being tested means that this person's gonna test you and see if you take the bait of getting back together, especially if it's like an actual engagement. Like, they show up like, hey, let's get married, because of the back and forth and them not wanting you to kind of do your own thing or be with someone else. Just be cognizant of that. Others of you, where it's newer, where this is a person that you have to cultivate something with, someone that lacks experience, whether that's them, you, or both. Your commitment is being tested shows the work, right? The red flags are just having to grow and learn each other's love languages, and learning what each other needs, and just understanding how to coincide with a person in a romantic connection. Those are things that this person's gonna have to learn how to do. With all of this surrendering and renewal energy, this person has to learn it. It's like a whole new course of study for them, is learning love and romance, okay? So just be mindful of that. At the bottom, you have heart-to-heart conversations. Again, I did have the throat thing at the beginning. This is the God of Swords, so someone that may be very gifted with their words intellectually, but the God of Swords, which is the King of Swords, this is a very intellectual individual, specifically since we have powerful man of masculine energy. But as fluent as they are, in textbook, in professionalism, in academics, they are not fluid in communicating emotion and love, which would be more of a King of Cups energy, okay? So just know that this is new territory for this person, and they're gonna have to learn it, okay? And they are trying to learn it to even come in and pursue you, because I also see, especially on my newer side, and I see that's why they're coming in with the ex, this is a person that's not used to pursuing people at all romantic. Like, I don't know that this person has ever pursued anyone romantically with this one-way love. Okay, like, I don't know this person since ever. Like, if this person's dated, it's been people pursuing them. Okay, yeah, but heart-to-heart conversations, honestly, discuss your feelings together. Like, this person is gonna do their best and they're gonna work at it. But like I said, it can work out for you. Like, I don't see this being a bad connection. I see it as a very positive thing, someone you can grow with. Because I'm a very optimistic reader, I guess, but I just don't see anything bad if you're on the side where it's that new and experienced thing. Everyone has to learn something. I actually can see this being something that teaches you patience if you have those control issues. So yeah, that's just what I see. So tell me more, because I do see that this person that has a crush on you, it is your ascension. Like, I'm not, leave the exes. Listen, I'm doing what you said. Leave the exes, the new people coming in. Those of you where it's like a newer person, I can see them being attracted to your independence and your strength and your intellect. I see those as qualities that actually attracted them to you in the first place. Okay? Which are very good qualities to find attractive in a partner. Okay? So let's see. Because I'm not even getting super physical energy beyond success, like material success as a result of like intellect and hard work. This person seems to be more attracted to your spirit and your energy for the new people. Again, the exes are coming into this pile because I want to look at me making up percentages. I think maybe like 60% of you that have an ex here, it's not just the ex. It's this ex as well as other people, right? Or another person, because this inexperienced person, in some instances, for those of you that have an ex, they can see your trauma from that ex all over you. So I don't know what kind of energy you give off, but they can see your trauma all over you. And that's why you have to pay attention to the red flags. And I think some of you, like a lot of you here, that is why that person is afraid of you, because they can clearly see your trauma. And in a lot of instances, they're not that equipped to really deal with it. Like they haven't had all of, some of you, this person hasn't had all of these experiences. So there's a group of you where your person that has a crush on you has a lot of negative experiences romantically. And then there's also the side of you with the Virgin card and the one-way love that has never done this before. Like they've never been a serious connection. Any people they've liked or engaged, they've never pursued anyone. Like it's always been like envision something in their head, like they never actually went through with it. So like if they can see your baggage with this ex, it is scary for them because they don't know what to do with it. They're in unfamiliar territory, and a person with this Hierophant, powerful man energy, does not do unfamiliar territory. They're very used to, at least at this stage of life, success. This is a long pile. I find that and this may encourage you to go back for more readings if that's the case, but I always try to pick a plethora of I say plethora like it's so many, but when I do 4 piles, I try to make sure there's like my unconventional items, and I try to pick like very traditional items. And I find that my more innocent, clean, traditional piles are always ones that are a little longer, because there's usually a lack of experience or development coming through. So let's see. Tell me more about pile 1's person that has a crush on them so we can close this out. Because I don't want this to be an hour long if it doesn't have to be, but it's getting there. Tell me more about pile 1's person that has a crush on them. I also pulled a ton of cards. I didn't have to do that, but I wanted the details for this pile. Tell me more about pile 1. Emotional support. I think I just got through talking about that. Like, so some of you, this person's trying to figure out if they have the emotional capacity to be with you. Like if they have the range. Okay. And I don't know why that came through that way, but it did. It says now it's time to check in with your emotions and your partner's thoughts and feelings. So those of you where you have this person that has a crush on you and you might have a feeling who it is, think to yourself where you're being a bit of a red flag, like why this person would be so afraid and intimidated in engaging you. Like, why are you so terrifying that this person would engage you? Some of you, it's intentional. Keep it up. Like, it's like, yeah, they should be afraid. Do not come here. And I get that. But like some of you, this is a nice person that's just very gentle and doesn't know what to do. But like the energy of your past experiences or your hyper independent nature is just very horrifying, combined with their lack of experience and their fear of rejection. So it's like them projecting, but you're also radiating an energy as well. Okay, so be mindful of that. So let's see, tell me more. Maybe if this is a person that you're interested in, maybe be a little more softer, right? Like, be a little friendly. Like, children is like friendly energy. It's like, you know, maybe it's nice, but it's friendly. Like, it's approachable energy, as well as emotional support is like being a little more vulnerable, right? If this person engages you. Okay, please don't listen. I didn't do this. Okay, but I do see reconciliation. So it says be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. Now, this is a confirmation for those of you that this is an ex. Others of you, this doesn't have to be like your ex. This could just be someone that maybe you were dating and they got a little bit spooked, so they're gonna pop back up to reconcile, right? I can see that. It doesn't have to be that ex with all of that baggage. Okay, let me get another one. Family and friends. The support of family and friends may help strengthen this connection. Some of you, when this person comes in, especially if this is a new situation, they're going to use the connections you two have. So like if they know you through your family, if they know you through acquaintances, they know you through your friends, they'll try to connect in that way. Especially if it's an ex. They're going to use your friend. They're going to play on your emotions. They may use your kids. Ooh, that's so bad. That's why this ex is coming out with all of these red flags. Y'all leave that ex alone. Some of you, your ex is going to use your kids to like emotionally manipulate you. Like, oh, you know, the kids kind of want us back together, kind of a vibe. Watch it. And then they may use like your parents and whatnot. I think parental love came out initially as the bottom of that first day. And that's what it is. Some of you, they're going to reach out to your parents and your parents going to be like, listen, Pal One, you know, such and such was nice. Everybody deserves another chance. I feel like that's going to happen for some of you. Watch that. So just watch that. But others of you, I don't even know. I lost it in that X energy. Let me get my last card from this deck and take the bottom. It's coming in this sense. So some of you are going to really do a good job of standing your ground, and I love that for you because you've got breakup. It says time apart is on the horizon. This may be short term or long term. So some of you, this isn't necessarily an ex. This is someone you wanted space from or that you've taken space from. And once they come back in, it'll kind of work out. Like that's what it is. It was a breakup. It was a space. And with breakup on top of engagement, it's like coming back together in some sense. So forgive and heal, yeah. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. So like I said, it talks about meeting people where they are, if that's what you're willing to do. So with all of the themes we've talked about, with all of the people in the scenarios we've talked about, it's kind of just whatever it is you want to do. Someone's going to come in or come back in, regardless of what the specifics of your connection is, whether it's an ex, someone on again, off again, old friends, it's all of the stuff. This is what we've got. So let me close this out. I'm going to take 3 from this deck because we're way too long now. And then we'll wrap it up. Complicated. Yes, it is. It's extremely complicated, hence why it's so long. This is someone that's really trying to, 1, comprehend, but 2, filter through the complexity of what could be of this connection, okay? Get 1 more. 2 more, actually. Let's see. Sparks fly. Some of you, this person's trying to create a very complex scenario, hence the delays and the slow nature. Like they're trying to create a very complex way of gaining your attention and affection, right? Complicated leading into sparks fly. Like they're trying to figure out exactly what it is that would make you engage them on a romantic level. Let me get my last one and we'll take the bottom and close it out. Tell me more. My last message for Power 1 and who has a crush on them. I said last message and then I get a gazillion cards that throw themselves out. Again, y'all, this person is very, very afraid. This person's very anxious and whatnot. So let me get a shuffle over here, and I'll take my last card so I can close this out. All right, tell me more. There we are. So whatever you were thinking, the answer is yes. Okay? And this is also a yes, this person will come in. Even if you don't want them to, they will. So it's up to you what happens. You do have the energy of twin flames. I'm not saying that this is your twin flame. I am saying that this card could represent a variety of things. Some of you, this is a twin flame or twin flame-esque connection, right? Especially if that was your question. This is your confirmation. Doesn't mean that you need to be with this person. Others of you, it means that this is the level of intensity this person feels for you. I didn't even realize other cards were coming out. So you've got surrender sliding over, refine is in reverse, and then play. So some of you, this person has not become more refined. They are still playing games. Okay. But yeah, complicated, sparks fly, yes. Twin flames. Oh, the twin flame energy does not necessarily mean that this is your divine counterpart. It just means that that is the level of intensity that this person may feel, or this may be that mirroring associated with that connection. And I don't always lead with this energy, but I will say that card is a very loaded phrase, because in the spiritual community, people have really taken that concept and run with it, and with the whole runner chaser dynamic, all of the toxic abusive energy that people associate with that energy would definitely bring that card out in a reading. So this could also be a confirmation of this being a toxic connection, okay, for those of you where that applies. Okay, so we got a lot of information on who has a crush on you. This is almost an hour long, pile one. I hope you stuck it out. Those of you that did, I sure hope it resonated. And if it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile two, let's see who has a crush on you. You can see I have this love-based oracle deck that I'm going to lead with. Ooh, look at how the light is hitting my Afro Goddess Tarot. This is the second edition, and so I'm using it because I love how the light hits, and then it does that. It wouldn't do it in pile one, so I guess pile one was meant to be lackluster. I don't know. But the light is hitting it perfectly now, so you can see what it is. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to hop into the tarot, the astrology-based oracle decks, and then I have a ton of love-based oracle decks that I will clarify the messages with. So let's start with an overall theme so we can get the gist of who it is that has a crush on you. Tell me about pile two. Get a good little shuffle here. And we'll hop in. Okay, you got two cards that came out, which is funny because I chose to in pile one, but I don't have to do that in this one. So we'll lead with the one that is here. Or you know what? This one ran over to the first placement. So let's see what it is. It says teamwork. Okay, so it says whatever you lack, they got you, and vice versa. You have found your teammate in love and in life. Ooh, and you know what? I do find it interesting. So this is someone that believes, at least, and I'm gonna leave with spirit, because spirit, we don't care about just their perception. We care about what is true. This is someone that will balance you. Right? Like this is someone that could be good for you because you seem to be complementary in some way. But this is very active energy. This is someone that you be outside a lot with, or someone that likes the outdoors, or someone that's very active and athletic. You did choose the cappuccino. I think I described as looking like a baseball. So someone that's into sports, right? I can see that. So, yeah, definitely. So like I said, whatever you lack, they got you, and vice versa. You found your teammate in love and life, someone that will work really, really well with you. Okay. And then we will put in unspoken love. You or your partner may prefer not to profess your love right away. Could be out of fear of rejection. Exactly. So this is someone that's afraid to engage you. Right? a bit of a secret admirer, like someone that, again, that would go really well with you, and they feel that someone that you likely have something in common with, while at the same time you're also very different, right? So like you have enough in common, like there's something that they see in you that you two both enjoy, but there's also enough difference where you're very complementary, and like there's a huge difference here. Okay, at the bottom you have protected by love. Your partner will feel protective of you, feeling an obligation to take care of you. Just make sure it's not possessiveness. Yeah, this is someone that's fixed on you. Okay, like this person does not have a crush. They are like borderline obsessed. Like they watch you, they feel very like they already kind of feel like you're theirs in some sense. Okay, so let's hop right into the tarot. You can get good shuffles. This is a very sturdy deck, so it is not the easiest to get a good shuffle. Sorry if I keep knocking the stand. Just work with me as I try to get a good shuffle. We have the Three of Swords really showing itself here, so I wonder what that's all about. Someone's feelings may be hurt, or someone may have been hurt before, something like that. Let's see. Tell me about pile 3. Ooh, I did that in pile 1 where I called you the incoming pile. So you may be doing that. Like it may be like an ascension. Some of you may be picking all of the piles, or you may be called to one of the other piles. Okay, just know that. And also, me saying the wrong number could also mean that it's more than one person. So right here we've got the 8 of Wands. That is fast moving energy. So your person may be very, very active. Okay, this may be a person that moves around a lot, very into fitness, very into health, like very competitive. Okay, it's maybe a person that really is always trying to get ahead, maybe very competitive in a sense. Definitely getting like I'm trying to create, sorry, I want to move these out of the way. They're in the way. Someone may be in the way. Your person you may be dealing with someone, or there may be someone in the way. Like this person may feel like someone's in the way. They're waiting for someone to get out of the way. Okay. Or this person may be very competitive as it relates to you. Something about, I'm trying to see if I can catch that angle where it hit. Yeah, it's not. There was a huge blue light hitting. See, like right here. I don't know why that's relevant. Color blue may be relevant. But you have the 3 of Cups. This is someone that definitely wants to date you. Like definitely wants to date you. Like out and about. Because 3 of Cups is fun. It is someone that enjoys fun, someone that enjoys going out, someone that enjoys going outside. Like this is my active power. Like your person is very, very active. Okay, like they like to go, they like to move, they like to enjoy, they like to indulge. Might look like a little drink, might like hanging out with friends. Like this is the person that likes to go outside. Some of you, this may be a friend, a very close friend with teamwork and the 3 of Cups. This could be someone that is in your friend group that doesn't want to ruin the friendship, because that's what I'm getting here. Okay, let me get my last card and I'll take the bottom. Give me one more for pile 2 and we'll take the bottom so that I can hop into those other decks. Thank you. Daughter of Pentacles. They're coming in with an offer. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles. But it's not going to be anytime soon, because the Daughter of Pentacles is a page. It's a messenger, but it's a very slow moving messenger. Like this is someone that will tell you how they feel once they feel like it's safe. Or this may be someone that would tell you, hey, I used to like you back in the day. Like they'll wait until they don't feel that way anymore to say it. Or like that's some instances, but also this is someone or someone that might actually say it like that to play it off, like they don't still have the feelings. This is also someone that would tell you once you kind of like if you see that offer, it's kind of like I associate Page of Pentacles with like offers regarding like money and career and stuff, because it's material based. So it's an offer that would lead to some type of money. This is someone that would see you glow up in some way. Like they would see you get some type of opportunity that would increase your monetary value to admit how they feel. Some of you, this is a person that would want to make a celebration related to an offer. Like this person's like, oh great, you got this opportunity, let's celebrate. Like that's this person. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Ooh, this is someone that's left that may, while, okay. This is someone with the Five of Pentacles that feels kind of left out in the cold in some sense. And I say that because that's a feeling of lack. So the person that has a crush on you, they feel like you're moving ahead or up or ascending in some way, and they're either being left behind or they've already been left behind, right? Like this is someone that's kind of sad to see you either go or do or advance. Like this may be someone that's very competitive with you, right? Like this may be this could actually be like some of you may be asking about a current partner. Like, oh, let me see if my person comes out. And yes, obviously your partner has a crush on you. That's why you're together, but they're very competitive with you. Like they compete with you in matters of success in some instances. So like this is someone that may, while happy for you, like if you're outperforming them, it makes them feel a little self-conscious, right? Especially with the you when you lack, they've got you, and when they're lacking, you've got them. That support, they feel like I don't know, just something about being left out in the cold. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if you're just ascending and that's being hard on the connection. I don't know if there's an actual because the Page of Pentacles is a physical offer. So with that, it could be a move of some sort, sense or something. Like there's a gate shut here, and someone's pointing in and can't get to what's in the gate. Okay, so there may be an opportunity or something that's come about that this person is just not able to get in the gate. So maybe this is for my current partners and possibly some exes. Okay. Some of you, this person's not communicating how they feel due to this ascension, due to the celebration. Like it's not the appropriate time, or like it doesn't make sense to say. Like they're being a team player by not saying. Some of you got a lot of going on. Like I see some friends with benefits here. That's why. Like some of you, this person's not communicating how they feel, like the actual crush, because there's a celebration happening because of an offer or some type of ascension, and they don't want to like put a damper on it or like hold anyone back by bringing that up. I'm realizing that the sun is shifting in a way that is affecting the table. So I apologize, and I've shifted. So let me see what is coming from these astrology-based oracle decks. Let's see. Tell me about pile 2. Who has a crush on pile 2? I feel like let's see. I don't want reversals in this. I'll consider them, but here's the thing. You got sovereignty. Okay? You got sovereignty, which is a lunar eclipse energy, and it is also like in this deck, like the divine feminine energy. So this may be a divine feminine. You may be a divine feminine. There's some divine energy. But divine energy just means that someone is ascending. Okay? Blessing, moon, contentment. Yes, look at that. Number 15 and number 5, another 5. Like 5s may be relevant, and 5s also represent changes, shifts, blessings. Someone has a blessing coming in. Protected by love with this blessing, it's a contentment. Like something here, this person that has a crush on you is not communicating it. I do feel like they eventually will, but this person's not communicating it right now, because it feels like some sort of celebration happening, some sort of good thing that's happening or happened or will happen at some point, like before they express it, that has them feeling a little sad and left out in the cold or left behind, and like it's happening quickly or did happen quickly, and they don't feel like it's appropriate to say how they feel. Like they're trying to protect the energy of either the celebration or the good feeling or positive vibes. Like it's like somebody's celebrating an ascension, right? And then they're feeling sad as a result. So whether that's that hyper competitive energy, like, oh, this person got ahead and I did it, or if it's a situation where it's like, oh, it doesn't make sense to express how I feel to pile two because pile two is already leaving, kind of a vibe, for a better opportunity, right? You've got someone that is in this Page of Pentacles, right? They're being offered a pinnacle and they're in green and they're in the grass, but if you look off, you see the city, right? Someone with an offer, like a better offer, a better opportunity, more experiences, and someone not wanting to impede on that. That's like the energy that I'm getting. So let me pull more. This is interesting. I will say, if this is incoming energy, pile two, this is great because it feels like, if this hasn't happened already, your person that has a crush on you, like, you'll start seeing signs, at least, especially with that Eight of Wands. Even if they don't say it, you'll start seeing signs of it right when you get an offer. You have an offer coming in that is going to really show you and reveal to you your crush, like the person that has a crush on you, especially if it's someone that's in your friend group, okay? Or even if it's someone you're just friendly with. Because I see it going two ways. One, where it's someone that has to hurry up and shoot their shot because you may not be around much longer. Or someone that is still moving, like someone that is really celebratory regarding it, but secretly like a little sad. And then there's the one that just pulls all the way back and just doesn't want to impede on the occasion, if that makes sense. And it could be all three. It could be three different people, especially with the Three of Cups. Some of you, you do have like at least two people. Okay. So let's see. Tell me about it. House 6. I'm realizing I only have minor arcana on the table. I'm trying to see, and I'm realizing that as soon as the House 6 card comes out, it says establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Well, House 6 is day-to-day life. This is someone that you see day-to-day, are used to seeing day-to-day, or at some point you were seeing them day-to-day, right? Like a routine. Like seeing this person, dealing with this person, interacting with this person was part of your routine, which makes sense if they're part of your friendship group or on a team of some sort, whether it's like a fitness, athletic, I was going to say academic, professional team. Like it's someone you would see day to day if you haven't been or will be. Okay. But yeah, definitely someone, this is also Virgo energy, just so, because it's the one sign we have on the table so far. So, but definitely, but House 6, it does rule fitness. It is the health and wellness house. So again, very into health, into wellness, into physical activity, and possible sports. Like this is a very, very active person. Let me get another card. Or this may be the setting and energy in which you engage this person. This may also be what you have in common. It could be a variety of things. And look at that, all of that chaos hitting the table. Let me get a good shuffle, and we'll get our last card from this deck. Tell me more about pile 2. Who has a crush on pile 2? It's a very particular person, by the way. Especially if we're talking about someone like a divine feminine, divine masculine. This is the person that's very particular. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to knock it. And I know I keep saying that, but we'll get it. Tell me more about pile 2. And that's incoming energy. That is a square. So a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. So whatever is going on soon, currently, whatever the scenario is, this offer, the success, it is a barrier, right? It makes the day-to-day interactions with this person difficult. It makes it more challenging. It makes it a mountain to climb. It means more effort. So whoever this person is that has a crush on you, what is this? Okay, so I'll let you see because it was wanting to, y'all, like this is crazy. Look at the cards. Look at this pile. So like, let's talk about it. I don't want to lose this topic. Basically, so far, I'm seeing someone that sees it harder to see day to day, especially if someone's moving, ascending, becoming more busy, establishing a routine that they don't necessarily fit in. Like this is someone that is or will be at the point in which they reveal their crush, used to seeing you and interacting you on a consistent basis, used to being part of your routine in some way, whether we're talking about fitness, like training and whatnot. But this protected by love was shifting. I'll put it back. And I you know what, I have space over here, so I may throw those cards out. But like I pulled, I was like, what's this? And then you have the soulmate. Your soulmate will come into your life to challenge you and help you grow. It will be an undeniable connection. And then you also have this twin flame card, which wanted to come out, and then you have unforeseen. Like it's like a layering, right? So I'm not saying that this is your twin flame. I know a lot of people come here for twin flame readings. You're welcome. Everyone doesn't like those labels, so I don't. While I say them so that one, it can pop up in your suggestions if this is what you're looking for. I also acknowledge that like people don't know what this is. People don't care for this. So I read it as an overall energy. But the card says you'll soon meet your twin flame. It may be filled with challenges until you merge and balance your energies. So I'll put it because it came out. It just means that this is a high level connection. I'll put this back and then I'll go back on the topic that I was on because those cards are kind of relevant. It means that this person that has a crush on you sees your connection as a very deep one, and while they would like to work on it, and I feel like eventually they'll come forward with their feelings and try if the opportunity presents itself, they see whatever ascension you're on as a barrier to the connection, right? Making it much more difficult to be in your life with this combination I have here, okay? So let me see what's at the bottom. Capricorn, ambition, realism, methodical steps. Again, steps, and also working, building, teamwork. So again, this could be, again, all of the themes I mentioned that are physical, like fitness, wellness, sports, academics, all of the things, career specifically, because Capricorn is 10th house energy of career and social status. And it's also hard work. This person sees whatever energy you're stepping into as a barrier, like I said, is making it harder to engage the connection, harder to see you and have fun, harder to interact with you, okay? So yeah, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. That's the energy coming in. Now, it doesn't mean this person's not willing, because I do see this person being willing. They're just in whatever instance where it happens, especially if it happens suddenly, it just brings the energy down. I actually see this as kind of the barrier of the connection. Like this is the barrier of, like this is why this person has the unspoken love. They're being a team player. Okay? At least for now. So let's see more from this last astrology-based oracle deck, and then we'll hop into those other decks and get more details. Tell me more about pile 2. Who has a crush on pile 2? And I see it as more people. So it may be a variety of people within the setting, because teamwork does feel like more than one person anyway, along with all of the other variables that are showing that. Some of you, those of you that are into the labels, you have a soulmate and a twin flame in your vicinity. So let's see. Tell me more. I'll take them both. Why not? And then we'll look at the bottom in a second. So you've got balance, spirituality, and practicality with full moon in Pisces. That is 12th house energy. That is the house of secrets, of dreamlike, of fantasy, of merging. So this is someone that has a very, very deep connection. You two may really get each other on a deep and intense level. But again, it's that balance, that complementary energy. Again, that divine energy. You do have it here with the twin flame and soulmate card together. That divine feminine and masculine energy. Like you two, like again, one may be deeply spiritual, one may be deeply practical, or these may be qualities that attracted this person to you. okay? Or all of that. But yeah, this person also, it also talks about that battle this person's having, that square energy where this person's battling what they want versus what makes sense, right? Like their desires versus what actually works. What they want in their spirit versus what's best for you, because again, this is a person that's very protective of you, right? It says feeling an obligation to take care of you. It's like obligations, like this is someone that's not going to hold you back if that's what they perceive themselves as doing. And then you have your very close to achieving your goal, and goals feel very like, again, it feels very competitive, right? This is competitive. So this may be a confirmation for you with this offer you have coming in. I feel like you have an offer coming in, okay? And again, this past, present, future energy, wherever you fall, but you're very close to achieving your goal. And this also talks about your person. This is your person. Okay, that's that Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles energy coming in. I got a energy for you. Like your person's a planner. They're very strategic and they know exactly what they're doing. When everything stabilizes, once everything finalizes, whatever offers, once they're done, whatever moves, shifting, when everything hits where it goes, that's when this person's gonna come out and express it. And I say that because, again, balance spirituality, practicality into your very close to achieving your goal. Page of Pentacles is a planner, okay? That's planning energy. It is an offer, but it's also planning energy. And you also have the Virgo Pisces axis, 6th and 12th house axis here, straddling the square, right? Like this situation is challenging, but finding the way to maneuver it and figuring out how this passionate connection, deeply spiritual, with soulmate and twin flames coming out along with the sovereignty card, how that passion and that deeply soul merging subconscious energy, that unspoken connection, that not needing to speak of it connection works day to day. Like how does it merge? Like how do you two function day to day? That's what's happening with this person. So a lot of you, this does feel like you can identify this person. This doesn't feel like a secret admirer. That's someone you don't know, at least by name. Like you know this person, okay? For sure. Like this pile, I am certain. While it is secret admirer, it is not stranger. Okay, there's nothing strange and different. I mean, I'm not saying the person is not strange. They may very well be, but this isn't a person that you don't know with the Three of Cups. This is someone you know. This is someone you've broke bread with. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom. Emotions are running high with the super moon. This is someone, I'm telling you, deeply emotional about whatever the Five of Pentacles is. Someone's feeling very much of a lack, and like, again, being put on the back burner or consciously making the choice to put it on the back burner while working through the stuff. Okay. And this could very well be a connection that you put on the back burner for stuff, right? But I'm seeing that coming through heavily. Like with the emotions are running high and the Five of Pentacles, this is an energy of someone that's a little sad. Okay. So let's see what the Melanin Pop has to say. Then I'll have those 3 Love Base Oracle decks. We'll close it out. Tell me about How-To's person. Who has a crush on them? That's not a good shuffle. Let me see. Tell me more. Okay. Who has a crush on pile 2? Give us the details and what we can expect. Thank you. Abundance, hidden wealth, transformation, and growth. Again, this is someone, again, that's going to just kind of fade into the background for a little bit. I can see, because of teamwork and the competitive energy, those of you where it's like an opportunity coming in for you and this person feeling very sad and down about it, them kind of putting their head down and just really in private building things and stepping into their routine. It's almost like they see you ascending as a challenge to be better. Right? Like to be better. Like they have to build, they have to grow, they have to establish a routine, they have to get their spirit together, their body right, their health right, like, but in private and being very successful. Some of you, this person's gonna pop up, right? Especially if this is like a friendship. Like all of the other types of connections I've listed, they all apply. But you might not hear for this person for a while, and then like they'll pop up all abundant and like low-key glowing and stuff. Like just put their head down and build. And then if they weren't already, being on a much higher level of success. Like regardless of what level this person is in their life, this is someone that that's why you have that slow moving page energy. This is someone that's going to get themselves together before you hear about how they feel. Okay? With that crush energy. This person takes themselves very, very seriously. Let's see. Tell me more. I think I want 3 from this deck. Incoming energy of individuality. It says expressive, artistic, unique, fashion, courageous, and trendsetter. This is a person that's really going to focus on themselves and making sure they're comfortable and confident, making sure they are a good teammate, right? Like this is someone that wants to be a good partner. So like when they think of having a crush on you, they think of it more serious and long-term and more rooted and grounded in reality. Like this isn't a person that's going to get lost in that Pisces energy. This is someone that's like, okay, yeah, I have this deep connection, the soulmate, twin flame, divine feeling of energy. But how does that translate into real life? What do I contribute to a connection of that nature? That's how this person sees it. I think I'll take 4, like I did in the previous pile. Gold digger. Exactly. Some of you, this person, in some instances, I see this person sees you as very materialistic, and they may feel like you're building in that sense, and that they're lacking in that. That's why they're focusing on building themselves up and getting themselves together, because they feel like that's what you want, and possibly, well, not possibly, but that's what you're going to get, even if you get it on your own. So you're not going to have a partner that's not at least comparable, right? Others of you, this person doesn't want you to see them in that sense, hence why they're building themselves up. But also, gold digger talks about someone that is chasing their gold, digging for gold, right? So even though it says transactional relationships, superficial love, and materialistic, it just means someone that is really in their bag and has an appreciation for the material plane, which is the Page of Pentacles, right? That is why we come to Earth. We come to Earth so that we can experience all of the blessings and the abundance, right? The blessings, the abundance, and the contentment with that card it has to offer, okay? So let's get one more, and we'll take the bottom. Tell me more about the person that has a crush on pile 2. This is a person that's going to put their head down and go get in their bag before they acknowledge how they feel about you. Like openly. Let me rephrase that. They've acknowledged it before they express it. That's the word, okay? Yeah. It's complicated, platonic, perspective, chance, just friends. So yeah, that's the energy. That's your confirmation, those of you with this teamwork, 3 of Cups energy, that this is, I've already said you know this person for sure, but a lot of you, like over half of you, this is actually someone you have a friendship with, okay? Definitely the case. The bottom, you have Ice Queen, assertive, composed, and strength. Could be some divine feminine energy stepping into the pile. I'll put this here. And Ice Queen and Gold Digger feels like someone that may be very firm, very stern, very in their routine, their fitness, their stuff, but also could be very with composed and assertive. This is a person that knows what they want and they go out and get it. And they're also very clear and very direct. So if someone has this is how they're seeing you, okay? And they feel like regardless of gender, right? They feel like if they tell you how they feel, especially while you're on the up and while they may not be quite there with the 5 of Pentacles and the Capricorn energy coming through, like a squaring of an energy, not quite on the same page yet, they feel like it'll be some friend zone for sure, rejected energy coming through. Like they don't want to be friend zoned, okay? Because they don't measure up. even though it feels like that might have already happened, this person's not really, they don't want it to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? I hate when I can't find the words. This is person that doesn't want it like it was said. Like it's kind of implied with unspoken love, but they don't want to be outright friend zoned. Okay, that's what I got. Okay, about two. But this is more than one person. So I feel like you've got more than one person. That's like, some of you got somebody at the gym, got somebody at the sports place, got somebody at work, got one of your friends. Like, but again, you're a hot commodity. You're really in your own personal power, and that makes sense. But the scenario that I'm giving is a specific person, and you know which one I'm talking about. Okay? Tell me more about how two's person very soon. Okay, so I'm saying like it's a slow build. The energy here is a slow build. It's supposed to be a slow build. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe blessing moon means something here, right? Contentment and that divine energy coming through with that 8 of Wands. Maybe it's happening so fast. Maybe like that super moon with emotions are running high. You're ascending quickly as well as this person, because it's like they saw you and now they want to kind of try to keep up. But while that normally takes some time to build, to establish a routine, to get in shape, to take care of your health, it feels like this person's pivoting or shifting very, very quickly. Okay. And it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And like, it's like this person, they know that they're invested in you. Like it's more than this is more than crush energy, okay? I'll say that for sure. But it's just coming in at a much faster pace than I feel like should happen. Right? Like I feel like this is a building. You're in the 5 of Pentacles, you build, like, you know, you find a new job or you start a new business, and then you try to get in shape. Like getting in shape takes like time. But it's not, it's like, no, it's happening much faster than that. So let me know in the comments how this manifests for you, okay? Tell me more about the person that has a crush on pile 2. It's like being revealed very, very soon. Okay? Tell me more about pile 2. This is definitely somebody, listen, the main character of this pile, even though there's a bunch of people, is a friend, right? Let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So this person may just ask you for help in something, or they may just like ask you for advice or something, and that may be kind of the message that gets them in. Like they may slowly build up to the, hey, what if we like went on a date, not just with other friends. I could see this person using the friend group to kind of get you in an environment together, right? So that they're not isolated with you. I could see that. Let's see. All right. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Interesting. And I'll get one more. See, there it is, and then it landed perfectly. Look at that. You can't see it because the light's hitting it funny, but it says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I think that's crazy how it landed together. So this is a person that's actively manifesting you. This is also a person that's going to literally message or call you, because it fell right on top of this message. So they're going to literally message or call you. Once they stop being all weird and fixed and trying to control things, like, okay, I have to be this perfect situation, this perfect setting to make sure like before I can tell pile 2 I have the crush, I have to be perfect, in perfect health, perfect fitness, perfect financial condition. Like everything has to be perfect. And I think once this person lets go of that need to be perfect and accepts that they're on a journey, they'll be open and receptive, okay? But they're definitely actively doing all of these things as a means to manifest you. At the bottom, you have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, this is a person that once they stop taking themselves so seriously, that's what'll happen. They'll stop taking themselves so seriously, and they'll realize it doesn't take all of that. And then that they can still engage you and still have fun. Because at the end of the day, this is my pile that feels like there's already an established relationship. It feels like you two really enjoy one another as people, like as friends, because there's at least a group. Like some of you are part of a friendship group that works really, really well together, or a team, like whether it's like a sport or fitness, like, and it all works really well together. So there's already the chemistry. There's no need to back off because someone caught feelings. You know what I mean? Like there, you nurture that. So hopefully, actually, I do see this person realizing they're doing the most, and then coming in very, very soon. If anything, they'll come in very, very soon and realize like they can still be close to you. They can still be like you may actually be able to help them in some way with the growth that they're trying to achieve. Right? So let's see. Give me more. It's my second to last deck. Tell me more about the person that has a crush on pile 2. Thank you. Vivid dreams. That's that Pisces energy. It says, pay attention to your dreams. As the connection deepens, your dreams become more pronounced and full of answers. So this is someone that may be actively dreaming of you. It's also a sign that this person sees you kind of as the person of their dreams, which we've seen in various instances of the cards. Let me grab that one that hit the deck. It's like behind me. Like I feel like I was at a very awkward angle. So you do have deeper intimacy. It says the feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and connected to your partner. So this is a person that knows that, like, they're trying to get comfortable with the concept of deeper intimacy. Some of you, this person had like a dream of you, like a very vivid one, very passionate one, and I'll leave it at that. And that really is gonna make them realize, okay, I'm doing the most. Let me just talk to pile 2. But it's a very intimate dream. I'm not gonna lie. So let me get one more because I only want one more from this pile. I mean, from this deck. And I'll take the bottom. Sweet song. But yeah, they're realizing, some of you, they will acknowledge how deep they've fallen for you because of the dream. Okay, and then you have sweetest song. Soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. If there's music, if there's songs that you all like, especially associated with the friend group, or just songs you two bond over, like they're listening to those songs, they're thinking of those songs. When they hear those songs, they think of you. Others of you, there's just songs that they really associate with you and or the connection, and it just really makes them think about it and deeply desire intimacy with you. Okay, make a move. It's coming. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. This person is really thinking of it. And like I said, the card also talked about it could be you. It could also be you. One of you will reach out to the other soon, and I do see it deepening the intimacy. I don't know if it's gonna happen in that sense, but there is a deeper intimacy coming through. Okay. What are your last thoughts related to the person that has a crush on pile 2? Games, playing games. So like I said, some kind of, like, I don't think that it's playing games in the sense of like game playing. I feel like this is an ode to that teamwork, project, puzzle, very fit, active, like games, like literal games. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's your confirmation in that sense, okay? That this is that person. Especially if you were doubting it, or if you're the type of person that needs to be told something more than one time. Shifting gears. Okay, definitely very physical, very active energy. This person is shifting gears. That's the energy I've been describing this whole time, of them shifting gears, them pivoting, them competing, trying to get themselves into a position where they're comfortable expressing how they feel. Okay, and let's see, one more. We'll take the bottom. Tell me more about pile 2. Who has a crush on pile 2? Some of them are feeling the pressure because if they were playing games, whatever move happened or is happening or will happen will make them shift like someone shifted gears and like the games kind of had to stop. If we're not talking about literal games, we're talking about game playing and a connection. Someone's realizing like they have to tighten up. Flighty, yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize that was what was in my hand, but here we are, flighty. So someone's coming across as very, very flighty, whether that is you because of your opportunities and your focus, or them because of their opportunities and their focus. Like it's feeling like shifting gears. And some of you, this is a confirmation that it's not a game. Because there's two groups, right? There's a group that has played games that are shifting gears and it's really worried as a result, like trying to scramble, especially if we're talking about a convoluted connection where I'm speaking from a friendship and group-based energy. But some of you, this is a friends with benefits connection where it's been a lot of game playing and back and forth and flighty energy. If that's the case, this person's shifting gears, okay? Others of you, that there's a scrambling energy of that Eight of Wands because whatever energy is coming in, whatever stuff is shifting, opportunities and ascension that each of you are on, it's making you have to really face like what's gonna happen, like where you're headed. Are you friends? Are you friends with benefits? Are you not? Are you more? Like what's gonna happen, right? With cold heart. That's interesting. Ice Queen and cold heart is interesting to me, especially with Capricorn energy on the table. Talks about someone that is all work, no play. And that's my confirmation that I had of when this person steps into a more lighthearted energy and stops taking themselves too seriously. That is when you'll hear from them, all right? Or you can introduce that energy as well. I'm saying make a move, okay? So yeah, that is all I have for you today, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 3, let's see who has a crush on you and all the details. So I'm going to start with this love-based oracle deck so we can get an overview of who this is. I'm going to hop right into the tarot, and then I have astrology-based and love-based oracle decks that we will use to clarify this energy. So let me see who has a crush on my pile 3. Let's talk about who has a crush on pile 3. Let's get all the details. Okay. I want to, because I did that in the previous 2 piles. So let's see if we can get 2 cards that tell us who has a crush on pile 3. This one wants to talk. Let me get my other one. Thank you. Look at the bottom in a second. Pile 3, on guard. So someone that's extremely guarded. Literally a knight in armor. Okay, very guarded. It says guards will be up in this relationship. It's okay to be cautious and take it slow, but make an effort to trust a little more. Ooh, so both, right? It could be someone that is extremely guarded towards you, someone that you are extremely guarded towards, or a combination of the two. Okay, look at that steel armor. That is you and or this person. Okay, so this is your first indicator of who it is that has a crush on you. Others of you, as I'm using this energy to really describe your person and the situation, right, regarding who this is that has a crush, this may be a very firm, very stiff person. Like this person could very well have a very solid build, but they also just come across as very uptight, right? Like very on guard, literally. And this could also be an innuendo that I'm not going to develop, but this is a person that is very guarded. Okay. So let's see. What is this other energy? Dom sub. You could be dating someone that will be very dominant. It's up to you if this is the kind of relationship you want. So I feel like another indicator is probably like this person's, I don't want to say hot and cold in the way that they act towards you. It could be, right? This could be someone that's hot and cold, but I feel like this person kind of dances between two extremes of personality types. So they're very dominant in some ways, but very submissive in other ways. That is also a key indicator. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that they're not naturally dominant or submissive. It just means that you see different aspects of that personality type at different moments. For example, if this person is very dominant, which they could be, especially with this armor, this guarded energy, because people like that tend to have control issues, which means they want to be the dominant in a connection. You'll see some submissive aspects in other areas, okay? They may be very passive in some ways, okay? Interesting. So let's see what's at the bottom. Devil in disguise. Someone may appear like an angel but has a hidden dark side. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. Now that is not as threatening as it sounds. Devil in disguise. I often read this card, and this is usually the way I read it, is like someone with a mask, someone that is not as they seems. So like this person may appear to be very guarded, and at first glance they may be a dominant or submissive, right? But then once you get to know them, you realize, oh, this person's not as dominant as I thought. They're a little more submissive. Or this person's not as submissive. They're a little dominant. You know what I mean? Like they're not necessarily the way they come across initially when they're guarded, because like stranger danger or something. You know what I mean? Like this is a stranger danger kind of person. Like, let me just get in my armor because I don't know this person like that. And then once they open it and they let you in, you see that they're not as they seem at first glance. That's this person, okay? Tell me more about pile three's person that has a crush on them. Like, what is that? Ace of Pentacles. Let me see if I can get a good shuffle. This is a very sturdy deck, which means it's not the easiest to shuffle. All right, that's good. So tell me about pile three's person that has a crush on them. Four of Cups. This is a person that will act very disinterested. This is a person, like, if this is incoming energy, this is someone that will act very disinterested. Not just in you, but just in everything. Like they're too good for it all, right? Like this is a person that is just very disengaged, just not very interested, not impressed by anything, not even you. At least that's what they want you to think. This person, again, with Devil in disguise, it's like they're not what they seem. This is a person that will act completely like they can leave or take you or leave you, but really they are very fixated on you. Hence why they're coming up as the dominant person that has a crush on you. Like this truly is a person that will literally stand at attention, like you do not do it for them. With this Four of Cups, right? Eyes closed, meditation, like I'm not that worried about you. Don't even work. Like pile three is just, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. But really, Dom sub leads me to believe attachment is there. Okay, a need to control, right? Two of Pentacles, right? That is also an energy of uncontrolling, like a juggling energy, like trying to maintain an energy, a sense of balance, maintaining control. This is a person that always wants to maintain control of themselves and of any given situation. Because, like, again, juggling, like I have to juggle all of these pieces. I have to keep myself together. I have to stay composed. I have to stay at attention, especially when I'm dealing with pile three. Okay, that is this person's energy. Okay, let's get one more. And we'll take the bottom. Tell me more about... I was thinking I wanted 4 more, like total cards, but I was gonna just let it ride. This is maturing energy, and I'll see what that is. So Daughter of Pentacles is back. Very grounded, almost stale energy. It's like frozen water. It's like unmoving water. It's coming through for this person. That's this person's energy. They're like an unwavering force. right? But Daughter of Pentacles is a Page of Pentacles. It does talk about opportunities and things that are coming and moving and presenting, right? So what is this? Temperance. And it was the outgoing energy. So Temperance, it is expansive. It is a broadening of a perspective. It is alchemy. It is Sagittarius ninth house energy, okay? Of traveling, of expanding, okay? Temperance also talks about a moderating tradition. Like that's the natural meaning of the card without talking about the Sagittarius influences. So with it being a moderating force and it kind of falling like that, it tells me this person's only going to be able to act that way for so much longer. It's been a slow moving journey. It's still a slow moving journey, and it will be at the point in which you get confirmation on the physical plane in real life that this is the person that has a crush on you, but their resistance is falling with this Temperance here in that placement, okay? Because with Sagittarius, they're broadening their perspective, they're broadening their horizons. And it also is a fiery energy, a passionate energy of not being able to really resist it. Like that on guard, it is giving me some very intimate energy that they can't really resist, even with the Dom sub energy. Like the personality types that are coming through, there's an underlying energy that I can't develop that feels like they're not going to be able to keep acting as though they're not interested. I feel like you're going to get a very physical indicator of them being interested, not in them pursuing you, but like you may see them in an uncomfortable situation or setting. Okay. Seven of Pentacles talks about a harvest, which confirms that I'm not going to develop, but it also talks about a cultivated, something that's been cultivated, something that is coming to fruition. And so this person is coming to a harvest as it relates to their crush on you. And I know I'm getting everybody's piles so far saying like, oh, this person's gonna come in. The speed in which it happens, I don't control. And some of you, and honestly, that's been the energy coming through of who has a crush on each pile and what's the energy and what's coming through. A lot of these people have intentions of pursuit, especially actually not especially, this is my least wanting to approach pile actually, and it's not even out of fear, it's out of maintaining of a control. It's more of a maintaining a balance and resisting emotions. Notice all of the pentacles you have here. The one cup you have, which would be emotional displays, is the one cup that is a resistance. It is a disengaged cup. It is a I don't want it cup. So this isn't a person that really wants to have feelings or a crush on you. This is just someone that got caught up. Okay, that is what I see. So let's see what the astrology based oracle decks have to say. We're not going to take that, and I have one that hit the deck. Okay, tell me more about pile 3. That's interesting that I'm getting that. Let's see if I can get a little traditional shuffle to loosen this thing up. Yeah. Tell me about pile 3. What's this? It's 3. Sticky energy. Again, that's that resistance. It's like stuck in their ways. That's the person that has a crush on you. Very stuck in their ways. I'll take those two. They see, and I'll take it, not in reverse, but because it felt like this, you got reflecting and you've got productivity in reverse. This person sees the way they feel for you as kind of a distraction. It's like not productive at all, right? Like spending time thinking about you and the connection is not productive at all. Like thinking about how they feel for you, having a crush on you, they almost see it as like childish. Like they feel like it's a waste of time to be dwelling on the thing. They'd rather be spending their time on things that are productive, especially with the honeymoon, things that can be gains, right? Especially monetary gains, like things that they could be building. That's where this person would rather their focus be. But again, you're very distracting. And with that 4 of Cups, they try very hard to not think about you and the crush they have. You've got Leo energy, the hero. This person's out to save the world. They've got things to do things to conquer. It's fifth house energy. It is also, it talks about personality, right? It's ruled by the sun. So this person has things that they'd rather be seeing, things that they'd rather be doing, things they'd rather be experiencing. The hold that you kind of have on them a little bit, especially with this devil energy coming through, it doesn't feel like it doesn't, it's not fun for them. Okay. It doesn't feel fun for them in that fifth house. It's not joyful. It's not pleasurable because it's kind of, if anything, it's a stiff energy. And I keep using that word stiff because there's some, again, 18 plus things coming through that we can't develop. And I think that frustration, right, is really bothering this person's really annoyed by the frustration they're getting from you. Okay. So let's pull from these other astrology based oracle decks and get more clarity. Tell me who has a crush on pile 3. This is a very materially based person. Like, this person is grounded in their stuff. They're operating from a place of what can get them recognized and harvesting success. Okay. Tell me more. Right, they want to harvest like with honey, right? They want the sweetness, they want the honey, and honey is also, you know, an energy. Trine. So again, angelic support, harmony, perfect flow. This is what this person is seeking. This is what this person wants, and for whatever reason, they're not getting that. They don't have that with you. I don't know if it's because they're guarded. But for whatever reason, there's no sense of release. There's no sense of compromise, of support, and the connection. And I know I keep saying I'm not developing that, but I'm saying what I'm saying the way that I'm saying it for a reason. I want one more card from this deck. Exactly. Knocking it over. That's the energy coming through for this person. There's a lot of tension in this pile. Okay, I'll take both of those. We'll take the bottom. Sagittarius is back. Right, with the temperance, optimism, exploration, and freedom. Jupiter, expansion. This person expands when they see you. All right, house 7. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There it is. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So now we have a little Venus energy. So Jupiter, Venus, which is passionate energy, that expansive energy. This is Libra energy of contracts, of marriage, of committed connections, especially on paper. So this is a person that is stepping into an energy of, if they're not going to be in a relationship with you, then it's especially a waste of time. Like, it's especially a waste of time, and that's part of their frustration. So they're trying to see where that works before letting you know how they feel. You've got Mars, which is move forward, defend self. That's that guarded energy of them constantly fighting it. Some of you, this person does not. It's two things. Some of you, this person's like all or nothing. Like, it's either a connection or they're really trying to move on. Like, if they don't feel like they're going to get something serious with you, they'll move on. Others of you, this is an energy of them not even wanting a connection of any kind. They rather be in that expansive Sagittarius energy, that Leo energy, and this is in the way, right? Like, this is kind of a blockage. And they're defending themselves in that Mars against that with this guarded energy. That's why you haven't gotten the confirmation. Okay? Okay, let's see. That word intimacy is also here. Okay. I was like, let me see what else I can see. I'm going to pull more cards. Tell me more about who has a crush on pile 3. Some of you, this is a person you're either taking a break from or about to take a break from. I got that with this pause. Sorry, I had to take a break. That's why I made the reference as well. So I also one of the things that I didn't mention before I stopped, this may be my third party pile. This is a pile that kind of feels like in some instances the person that has a crush on you may be waiting for the end of some sort of contract commitment, right? So it doesn't have to be like romantic. Like it could be waiting for the end of a marriage, yours, theirs, or it could also be like the end of some type of expiring contract of any type of nature that will free them or you. So that's a very specific instance coming in. I do have at the bottom, I began to shuffle energy gaining momentum. So let's close out this astrology based portion, and then I'll hop into those other decks so we can get more energy on this person. But I did kind of just stop in the middle of that reference that I was making about your person being someone that may either very commitment oriented or having a phobia of commitment with this here. Like some of them here kind of crave freedom and don't really want to be connected. So that side where this person's like really resisting and attention and seeing you kind of, and the feelings they have for you as a distraction. And then again, that counter of this person still seeing it that way, but they're like, if I can just go ahead and have pile 3, then I won't have to deal with the tension and everything. It'll be kind of a part of my routine, my situation. Like it'll work. Like seeing the solution to you being a distraction and the tension being going ahead, going forward, and getting you committed and making you quote unquote theirs so that they're comfortable, confident, they don't have to constantly be thinking about you. I think that's the energy. So let me get another one. Tell me more about who has a crush on pile 3. Tell me more about who has a crush on pile 3. Any information that will be relevant. Okay, we've got Taurus energy coming through, more Venus. Again, this is a person that's very Venus in their mentality, right? Hence the tension and resistance. They're very focused on matters of vanity and materialistic energy. Not saying it from a negative perspective. I mean, it could be, but this person's just really committed to being focused on like second house themes of assets, money, ownership, seventh house themes of their contracts, their partnerships, their business programming, possibly marriage of some kind if this is that kind of pile, right? But your dreams need a practical plan. That comment in and of itself says being practical, grounded in reality, their obligations, again, productivity, being very productive. Let me get one more from this pile and I'll take the bottom. From this deck and I'll take the bottom. Tell me more about pile 3. Who has a crush on pile 3? I mentioned this may be a person you take a break from. This may be a person that takes space or distance themselves to try to, like, this is the type 100% my pile of people, like, that the person that has a crush on you will do their best to try to forget you and move on, just so that they don't have to deal with the stuff. I could 100% see that. So tell me more about the person that has a crush on pile 3. Okay. We'll take the bottom in a second. New romantic cycle begins. Okay, yeah, I mean, it is. It is, but again, I feel like something's gonna put this person in a position where they can't resist anymore, or they'll realize that they don't want to. I think even in those that are kind of like wanting the freedom, they'll realize, like some of them will realize they don't want the freedom. Others of them will realize that they don't have to compromise the freedom. It just depends on your circumstances and situation. But yeah, you have another 7th house energy coming through with a new romantic cycle begins. That's 2 Venus cards coming from the Moonology deck. So both signs ruled by Venus. And yeah, I mean, 7 and 7 being the closing cards for each of these astrology based oracle decks is showing that that daughter of pentacles coming in is that moderating energy of that commitment. So and it's coming through as that moderating energy because it's kind of how your person sees it, but it will be a rewarding instance if this is what you want. Like if you accept the offer that comes in, or if you are the one extending the offer, when they accept it, it'll feel like a harvest, right? It does say be bold and make the first move. So some of you are being encouraged to make that move. Others of you, your person is going to just come in probably when you don't even see it coming. Cardinal moon is initiating energy. It's like they're going to decide to do it and then boom. After being very slow moving. So like the steps they'll take to do that are very slow moving. What is that? Yeah, I'm like something on my card. The steps they'll take will be very slow moving, but once they come in, it's like boom, right? So let me get this melanin popping and get some details. So tell me more about pile 3. Who has a crush on pile 3? And tell me the details. Like this is a person that when they give in, if there's a resistance, because some of you, the guarded energy is not due to them actively resisting and trying to fight the connection innately. Some of you, there are circumstances that they're trying to resist. Like it may not be appropriate. I mentioned certain third party situations. It doesn't have to involve other people romantically. Could just be regarding other contractual obligations. Since you have these heavy 7th house themes, especially with Sagittarius, it could be academic obligations, right? It could be like research based, things like that in a lot of instances because of that heavy Sagittarius. Some of you, this person is as simple as this person's resisting because they're about to go take some extended trip or journey someplace that's there's going to be a lot of distance with the Sagittarius energy. I can't even speak. Some of you, they don't know how to express that. They know they're going to be gone for a while for research, academics, something. Like they'll take an extended trip somewhere and they don't want to get it off the ground right now. Like there's a lot that it could be. So let's see. I want 3 from this deck and I'll take the bottom. At the bottom, in reverse, you have suffocation, needy, making one wait. So you have give me space, and it's in reverse. And I see this in a couple of ways. I do see it in this in suffocation, needy, making one wait. So if that's your energy, that's how your person's seeing you. But they are also afraid of this energy if that's not you. Others of you, give me space in reverse says they don't want the space anymore. And they're coming to terms of not wanting space. And I think that's what's going to help them close the gap and kind of come forward. Because I do see coming forward in relationship-based energy. I'm not going to lie, I'm not very clear on how it's going to get to that point with how resistant this person's energy is coming in. So give me 2 more for clarity. Teacher, I mentioned that earlier. We do have education, knowledge, competence, care, professor. Some of you, this person's learning a lot about themselves, the connection, and just what they want in a partner. Some of you, this person's just focused on developing some sort of skills, but this person may be teaching in another like country or something like that, or city or location, but they're growing, they're developing, they're headed out somewhere. And right now their feelings for you is a distraction and they want to just complete that before they deal with it, right? So let's get one more. Take the bottom. Okay, but give me space in reverse being followed by the teacher is this person kind of coming to terms that they don't want space. Androgyny, ambiguity, sexual identity, gender, expression, style. This could be the case, but I'm reading this as a very flexible, adaptive energy. I'm seeing this as someone that is realizing they can have their cake and eat it too. Like they can be dominant and submissive. They're realizing they can be free and committed. Like you don't have to have a trade-off. You just have to find that balance in that temperance card. That's what this person is learning. Okay? And that's why you've got all of this other energy coming in. Secret admirers, crush. I think this came out in another pile. It says crush, stranger, love, daydreaming, and surprises. Yeah, this person's definitely admiring for you from afar, for sure. Okay, even if they're pretending that they're not even interested at all. This is an interesting energy. Got 3 more decks. Let's close it out. Tell me more about the person that has a crush on pile 3. I'll grab that one from the floor in a second. You have deception. Exactly. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Some of you watch it because you may be dating someone, or this may be someone that comes across as single, but they're not, with devil in disguise and deception. Like, this person may be committed already to someone else, even and like they may be hot and cold with you, engage you and then not, because they know they're not supposed to be engaging you, because they're already like committed, right, somewhere else. Okay, but definitely the case. And this is also the confirmation for those of you when your person's in that Four of Cups energy, that on guard, very cold, pretending that they're not invested in you energy. That is your confirmation that that is a false mask. You grab this other card. You have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. This could be both of you, right? Like with that crush energy, it can show you that this may be the person that has a crush on you, even if you're not. Some of you may not be realizing who this is. It's saying to keep an open mind because this person is not who you're expecting it to be, and some of you already can kind of tell based on the description, like there's no way that's who I think it is, right? Because some of you, this may be a situation where this is like a person in a position of authority over you in some instances, with dominant, submissive, and teacher. So just be mindful of that. I want to take one more from this deck. We'll take the bottom. Only more. Oh, and also keep an open mind is also this person trying to be a bit more open-minded about the connection. Separation. Your time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Again, someone has to leave, do something, travel, and whatnot, or end the connection because of, or end the closeness, or try to brush off because of other obligations, whatever those are. Okay. At the bottom, you do have make the effort. Great love is worth taking. The steps you're guided to take. So this can go either way. Those of you that are on more scandalous aspects of the connection, this person may not proceed with the crush energy, and if they do, you're being called to be mindful of that energy with deception and devil of disguise. You may have wanted to select a different pile too, so just watch that, because there was some red flag energy coming through in one of the other piles for those of you where it's someone that may be committed elsewhere. Okay, because some of you, this person is resisting you because they know that they're already committed. Those of you where the third party is like obligations, academic, professional, it's like this person knows they have business to attend to, so they're trying to take care of that first, right? Or if it's not practical or gonna work out at all with whatever they're doing and making it work with acknowledging how they feel about you, they're thinking about just letting it go. Okay. So it just depends on where you feel. All of you where this is just someone resisting you because they've got fear of commitment and whatnot, like if it's literally just their mind is the third party, they'll realize very quickly like what it is they want, and you'll get your answer soon. Okay. Let's see. Some of you, it will take this trip, this journey where they're headed, to make them realize what it is they want. Okay, so let's pull from this deck. Tell me more about pile 3's person who has a crush on them. This is my pile where I am certain that you're invested in this person. The only instances I'm seeing where you're not invested is where it's that power dynamic. Some of you where it's that power dynamic, you're not really going there. And this person recognizes that energy. Okay, let's see. Tell me. I'll take that one because it landed in its natural place. And then we'll shuffle and get 2 more. Okay. You've got quality time. Quality time means putting away the phone and clearing your brain of anything distracting so you can ensure your partner is the number one focus. Yeah, this person sees you as a distraction, and they want, once they realize Like this is a missing you. Like once they can't be in that energy anymore, this is a person that will kind of pursue some quality time with you, but they'll do so when they have the space to do so. Like they're not gonna allow, like this is a very grounded person, almost too controlling to a sense. Like they're not gonna let their feelings for you stop them from being productive. Okay, so if that's what you're looking, like this person is gonna be a healthy balance. Okay, where's that card? Sorry, I don't mean to knock this. There was another card. Oh, look, it's right here, hiding. Right, to give me space, don't be clingy. This person's not gonna, like, they're not gonna do needy and clingy. So like if they have things that need to be done, they're gonna do that, and when they finish, then they'll come through and say, hey, I'm interested in. So like if this is something where you kind of feel like if this is a mutual crush thing where you're like, man, I'm waiting for someone to ask me for my number and they won't, well, this person's like, it's a list of priorities. You're like maybe 2-3 on the list, right? So once they knock that out, I can see them pursuing you and saying, hey, pal 3, you know, like want to hang out, I don't know, whatever the stuff is. You've got emotional support, which came out in another pile. It says now is the time to check in with your emotions and your partner's thoughts and feelings. Yeah, this person, when they feel accomplished, right, with this Leo energy, the hero, once they finish, when they feel like they've done and achieved whatever they needed to with whatever task or project, then you'll see more energy, more engaged energy from them, quality time, emotional support. But it's like a brick wall when they're busy. Just know that, okay? And I'll take that one that hit the deck, but I say that because some of you, especially those of you in brand new situations, this is maybe there was like some small talk somewhere where you would see this person, and then boom, they just kind of left it at that small talk. Like for example, if you see someone, I don't know, the grocery store, and like you always see each other, you have the same schedule of shopping, and like you always have the small talk, and you've just been waiting for this person to ask for your number. Just know this person has other things. Again, some of you, this person's like married, or finalizing some sort of connection. Others of you, this person's just really focused on their academics or their professional career, and they're like, once I finish this major project or once I finish this semester, then I'm gonna go for it with power 3. That's the energy I'm seeing. Okay, let me get to this card. Okay, all right, Harvest. Look at that. You got it 2 times on the table. That's nice. So it says harvest. You planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you're now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you've got it here, and now you've got it here. And your person is basically gonna, the person that has a crush on you, like they're gonna go for it. But they've been planting seeds, and they will continue to do so until and that's how you know if this person's gonna actually come in. Because productivity is not just them being productive, as it relates to the things they're focused on. It's also them being like a worker bee, right? Like they're like, okay, well, let me just keep power 3 just engaged enough so that they realize like I'm coming. Now, I'm not saying you should wait for this person in any sense, but I'm just saying that when they finish what they're doing, then they'll proceed further at a pace that makes more sense to you. If you've been wondering, okay, you have laughter. The laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way that no quote ever could. Okay, so great energy coming through. Live your life, especially those of you, because I mean, like, it seems like this person's super busy, so that means you should be super busy or dating other people because this person's doing what they do. Okay. And some of you should leave this person alone in certain third-party instances because you're getting the red flag warning with devil in disguise and deception. So some of you, this person's not trying to be like that, but they found themselves connecting with someone that they shouldn't. Okay, so let me pull from this last oracle deck. But the 2 harvest cards feels like someone that's expecting, that's waiting, that's going to wait until the timing is right for them. And so do whatever do with that information whatever you feel, because again, just because it works for this person doesn't mean it works for you. With this crush energy, okay? Because again, it is crush energy. So let's see. Tell me more. Sweet honey. So something with honey. Maybe you two run into each other with tea. Maybe you both bonded over honey at the store. I don't know, but something regarding honey. Honey is very important. So tell me why this. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'll take both of these. I'm not going to take this. So far at the bottom, you have connection. I'll pull one more. You have deceptive and that mask again, so be cognizant of that energy. But sweet honey is passion. And that energy was coming through heavy earlier. And you've got love story. Some of you, this person just thinks you're super sweet. There's a certain sweetness about you. And this person craves you. That's why the honey's here. Okay? Like they can't wait. So like while they're being cold and distant, they can't wait for the harvest. Like they can't wait for this harvest, Seven of Pentacles energy, where they finally get to have the honey. Like they see you as a special treat, like a special reward they're going to allow themselves to have once they do whatever it is they're doing. Okay? That's actually cute. Yes, that's actually cute. Doesn't mean you should still be on the back burner like that, but yeah, real deal. So this person sees you as like love story, real deal. There's a lot of passion here. They see you as that sweet treat in the honey and lasting love. And this is also the confirmation for those of you where you're getting weird, sketchy vibes from the person that, yeah, they may be committed, but lasting love for those of you where this is something that you should pursue or engage when it comes in. It talks about, this person seeing something long-term with you. And you have like the seventh house themes underlying, and then the Mars of pursuit. So like I said, once this person gets it together and finishes what they're doing, if they don't have all of the issues of freedom and whatnot, then they'll come in very rapidly when they finish what they're doing. Others of you, if this person has trust issues and issues with commitment, once they work that out, they'll be open and they'll see the sweetness of that the connection can be. Regardless, whenever they come in, if you're still available, you can go for it. But again, like I said, I can't promise you when this is going to be. And I definitely never encourage you to put your life on hold, okay? And when I say that, I'm at 22 minutes and 22 seconds. So balance. Whatever it is you're looking for, make sure you go out and get it, okay? Pile 3. So that is all I have for you today. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 4. This is my nighttime pile. Ooh, okay. So let's see who has a crush on you. I'm not gonna lie. Some of you, specific messages were coming through because cards started to fly when I cleansed your decks for your piles. So some of you, this is person that has a crush on you, either did, is, or will come in. Like you'll realize who it is. Or you'll realize they came into your life right after you kind of had some type of heartbreak, right? Or them. Like someone had a situation where it just didn't work out. One person was more invested than the other. So like, for example, if you're coming into this, if you're coming into a situation where you meet this person right after you got rejected, or right after you had like a unrequited kind of love situation, or if they did, like that is kind of an indicator to help you understand, okay? And then some of you, this may be a person that got out of a long-term connection, or you got out of a long-term connection, like something that ended, okay? Now I want to use this deck to get in like an overview theme. Like I think I want 2 cards in the bottom like I did in the previous pile. Then I'm gonna hop right into the tarot deck and all of those oracle decks that we love so much. So tell me about pile 4. Who has a crush on pile 4? If I can get a good shuffle. I mean, at least I got a good, I cleansed the decks. Let me see what's happening here. Okay. Sticky. Some of you, it may be a sticky situation. Tell me about pile 4. Are those... Yeah, no, it's just one. Okay, so online connection. Interesting. So this is a person. Let's see if I can get it to focus. I don't know what's happening. There it is. Okay, it says someone online will spark your interest. Just be sure to check if they are who they claim to be. Interesting. So this is a person that you either know online, or you mostly like interact with online, or they watch you online. That's the energy, okay, of who's got a crush on you. Like, it's something about the connection is related to online energy. I'm gonna see if I can work with this lighting. I don't like the light that's above the table because it's a bit harsh, but we'll see. Let me just change it. Okay, let's work with it. Let me get this other card. Tell me more about who has a crush on pile 4. It's a lot of energy, but we'll take 3. Why not? So what is this? Long distance. Okay, so it's telling me something about the phone, right? There it is, the phone. So talking to someone, like, and just like that, it's so funny because now my phone is ringing. That's what the pause is. Like, my phone is ringing. And so, like, it feels like, and I can't get a good focus like I normally. There it is. It may be tough to keep the love alive, or they live in another location from you. Try to stay positive. So this is more internet or like over the phone based. Like, this isn't someone that you see often. This is someone that you interact with in that way. Okay. Interesting. So web, phone based. And then you have protected by love. Your partner will be protective of you, feeling an obligation to take care of you. Just be sure it's not possessiveness. So this is a person that interacts with you, again, over the phone, over the computer, and like they already kind of feel like you're theirs, even if you're not. Like, even if it's just a casual interaction, like this is a person that's kind of just watching you and feels very connected to you, even if it's not like, it's not someone you know in real life. Okay. At the bottom, you have smooth sailing. It says a new love interest will be easy to get to know, smooth and steady, relax and see where the boat goes. Smooth sailing feels like traveling, like a bit of a journey. So like I said, some of you, this may be someone you're interacting with across a distance, like with the long distance card. And others of you, this is, like I said, just a web connection, someone that you either met this way or someone that you're trying to maintain contact with this way. Okay. And it's working because of the communication. In order for it to work, it's going to take the communication. But it feels like this person that has a crush on you already kind of feels like you two are really in a connection. And to me, their perspective feels a little bit more, it feels more engaged in kind of the actual level of the connection in some instances. But I'll develop the energy and see what else I get. Okay. Make sure I'm holding the deck up right. This is also a person that is missing you. They feel kind of like they're watching you from afar, which again, with the distance here, that is the case. Okay. Some of you, this is a person that is trying to figure out how to make any type of distance between the two of you work. Okay, like how will it work? Okay, because I was gonna say, when I said this was my nighttime pile, this may be someone you kind of met at nighttime or something affiliated with nighttime. So like if there was some type of event, or like if you were out with friends and like you met someone and you exchange contact, this person's trying to like they're kind of liking what they see based on their interactions with you, and that's why they've been keeping in touch, and they want to know, like, you know, how to keep it going, like how to keep it sailing. That's where their head is. Tell me more about pile 4 and who has a crush on them. Thank you. Justice. That is the number 11 card of the scales, balancing the scales. Like, they don't really know how to keep it working or keep it afloat, but they just know they're going to keep trying. So this is a person that's going to keep communicating with you and or watching you and interacting you the best they can to keep in touch. Others of you, like I said, this is someone that is going to actively observe you, to try their hardest to get in touch, to figure out how to get to a connection with you, because justice is Libra energy. This is 7th house energy of formal relationships, of connections, like an actual couple, okay? Especially on paper, ones that are like marriage based, okay? They're trying to see how to keep it afloat, or how to get it going, okay? How to get it sailing. Okay, let me see. I want 3 total, and then I'll take the bottom from the deck. Tell me more about pile 4's person. Yeah, okay, so you've got the 10 of Cups in reverse, and it just shows that this person's like not feeling like they're able to fully connect with you. Like, this person wants this 10 of Cups, which is like a family, but they're not, like with the blindfolds on the Justice card, they're not sure how to get there, and they like you and they have the huge crush on you, but like if they're not communicating, I feel like this pile actually may be one of the clearest communicating one. Like, this person may be expressing all of that, because we have the communication piece here. Like, I feel like this is a conversation, and with smooth sailing, this is a person that's kind of clear about their intentions. They don't know how to get here. Okay, hopefully the next card will clear it up, but like, they're trying, and they do see it with the Justice card. They're just trying to figure out how that would work, okay? Let me get one more and take the bottom. Tell me more about pile 4. Okay, 2. Exactly. So you've got the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, which is someone that, Knights are very active, and this is actually the fastest moving knight and the best with the words and communication. So I'm spot on here. This person just really is trying to talk it out, figure it out, think it through what it is. And again, this person is kind of sure that, they like what they see with the connection and the potential of it, or they like what they see with you. If they haven't engaged you, they just are trying to figure out how to pursue it, because the Empress here is like the ideal partner, right? This is someone that is like what you consider to be the ideal partner, especially when we're talking about feminine energy. So if this is a masculine person coming in that has a crush on you, they're trying to figure out how, like, what does a family look like with you? And they're not sure it works, but they can see that that's something that you either want, or something that, eventually would have to be something in the connection, but they're trying to figure out how, right? And the Empress is also Taurus energy. So we've got both Venus energies on the table. If you felt called to a different pile, then definitely do it, because I think both Venus signs came through in a different pile. I also want to say that because the Empress came out with the Son of Swords, this is a person that will very clearly, if they haven't already, like, you may know who this is, you may just be confirming, and if not, just know that very soon with the Son of Swords, this is someone that will tell you straight up they see you as their ideal partner, as their ideal spouse, right? Like, it's not necessarily a today thing, and they don't know how to go about it, but they do see it. Some of you, this person may not want a traditional family with the 10 of Cups in reverse, right? And very clearly express that, and try to see where you are, because you come across as wanting that. Just watch the energy. It looks like there may be some, along with distance, possible cultural differences that may clash, right? With you two wanting different things. Yeah. 4 of Wands. So just watch that for the subset of you where it's coming through that way. While this person does want this and they're not sure where to get it, they do seem to want it. Okay, they do seem to kind of, I don't even know how to describe this energy. It's like, it's not necessarily that they're planning. They just know that they have to figure out a way to get to this 4 of Wands. Because the 4 of Wands, it is a couple that is happily married, purchasing their first home, like kind of energy, stepping into their new home after becoming one. And I don't know if that's kind of a slowing down energy of like maybe we're not ready for the full 10 of cups experience, which involves a whole family, like children and dependents. Maybe it's let's start slow and build into us as a union, right? So it's like let's worry about becoming a couple and getting married before kids. Like I don't know why this is coming through in a crush reading, or maybe because there's so much distance between the two of you, these are conversations you're having because you're not physically around one another. So to keep things going, there have to be topics. That's what I'm getting from some of you. And others of you, this person's looking up all of these things. Like, okay, what kind of wedding would Pile 4 want? What kind of like relationship would Pile 4 be interested in? What does Pile 4 want? Kids? Does Pile 4 want to live here? Like this person's kind of investigating you online in instances where they're not talking to you to try to see what it is to expect in engaging you. Okay, so let's see what the astrology based oracle decks have to say. Tell me what Pile 4's person. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not gonna take it in reverse, but yeah, this person can tell you like nice things, and they're just trying to make sure that there's a certain humility about you, and that you would be grateful for just being happy in a sense, because these are material based energies with the Venus. But here we are with, let me see if I can get it to clear up. Harvest Moon. That's another number 7. And look at that yin yang energy of balance. So something about a harvest, something about the yin yang energy, and then gratitude. Okay, so it feels like for me, this person's really grateful to feel how they feel, but they're hoping that it's something that can be long term with the harvest, something that your differences can eventually come together with the yin and yang energy, because you two may be on different paths, hence the difference. I mean, the distance. And then they just want to make sure that like it would work. Others of you, this person sees you as like completely unattainable, as completely not realistic for them with Libra and Taurus. Like this is someone that sees you as like literally the ultimate catch, like so physically attractive, so like would be amazing, like a dream person, and they would just be grateful for you to even acknowledge them if you don't know them, right? At the bottom, you have a productivity, honeymoon. Yeah, like you're sweet like honey, like honeybee, right? Like harvest. Literally like, I think I used this in a different reading and y'all kind of laughed and it was funny, but like kind of like snack energy. Like it's like food, like almost like something that would be very nurturing to the body and soul, just being with you, because you've got honeymoon and then you've got harvest. Honeymoon may actually be like a honeymoon following a wedding with the 4 of Wands. This may be topics of conversations, or this may just be things that this person just really thinks about. But with productivity, it seems like there's action being taken there. So like this person may be so wrapped up in whatever conversations they're having with you, or whatever they're looking at online, and this person's like, let me make sure that Pile 4 knows like they're my spouse, right? Honestly, even specifically, like I don't like to alienate people by speaking genders, but the Libra energy, the Taurus energy feels like, let me go ahead and make Pile 4 my wife. You know what I mean? So I know I have a huge feminine audience here, but that's kind of the vibe that's coming through for those of you selecting this pile. All right. Now, doesn't have to be gender specific. It just, I wanted to make mention that I got that energy. Okay. So something definitely around some type of harvest season. So I do feel like those of you that are watching it real time, it will either be spring, because I like it'll be during one of the during an equinox. So like it'll be fall or spring. Like it's not feeling like spring, like summer or winter. It's feeling like spring or fall is a season that is very relevant to the person that has a crush on you. Whether that's when you meet them, whether that's when they let you know, whether that's when something happens. Just those seems like seasons that make sense. Okay. One of you could be born in either season. or both. You have Libra, Taurus placements. So let's see. All right. Tell me more. It's this outgoing energy. House 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Like, this person's really coming in to stabilize the connection. That's why you have this harvest energy and honeymoon following like a wedding, because like with this being like energy of a like, I can't even get the words out. Like, this being like finalizing energy, it's like, okay, let me make sure pile 4 knows, like, listen, I know that there is space and distance, but like we're together. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from the person that has a crush on you, or someone that kind of really wants to kind of establish that very quickly, because this is 7th house energy. You have it again in the Justice card. So let me get one more from this deck and we'll take the bottom. Thank you. Chiron. We have the wounded healer. So Chiron feels like pain, it feels like trauma, and I think I touched on it at the very beginning of the pile, but this person feels, I feel very afraid of losing you if there's contact, like, because this feels like my pile that has the most contact, the conversations that are happening. This person fears losing touch contact with you, especially where there's distance. And this person also deeply fears the connection not working out, or in the instances where this is someone that's just watching you, they're afraid that you're going to turn them down. Okay. The bottom, you have Pluto, which is transformed. That's that sensual energy coming through. 8th house. Scorpio coming through. Transformation. This person's shifting things. They're shifting themselves. They're trying to heal and work on whatever they feel they need to work on to get your attention in instances where they don't already have it, or to maintain your attention. Because again, lots of 7th house energy for Libra, but Venus is also ruler of money. And then you have Scorpio Taurus axis here, which is your money versus other people's money. So money may be a huge theme in this connection. Let me pull from the Moonology deck, and then we'll power through those other oracles. I didn't even get a chance to ask the question. They just popped out, and look at that. That's 2 Pisces cards. They both came out together. Interesting. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, which did come out earlier, but also meditate and contemplate. So the full moon and new moon in Pisces. So Pisces season may be very, very relevant. Pisces Virgo season may be very, very, very relevant, right? With the full moon and the new moon. If you know astrology, you know why. But both having both come out together, it is an interesting energy of making sure, I just want to make space, making sure, I don't even remember where I was going with the making sure statement. I just got so distracted by trying to make the cards fit. But anyway, with balanced spirituality and practicality being followed by meditate and contemplate, this person's in deep like thoughts, like deep introspection, like they're really in their 12th house energy. There might be huge, heavy 12th house synastry between the two of you in this connection, because this is like a deeply merging of the soul's connection. Hence why even when there's distance, it's still a soul bond, and it feels like you two may be together day to day, okay? Because you are in spirit. Now, those of you where this is a person that is not, you don't even know, where they're just watching your social media and whatnot, or observing you from afar, this person might be in a bit of a spiritual psychosis where they're clinging to you, right? And you don't even realize it, because they're so wrapped up in that 12th house energy that they're losing sight of themselves, and they're losing sight of being grounded because they're so fixated on you, right? And it could be unhealthy, but especially those of you with a social media presence, that makes sense that's coming through. Now, this person, specific person that you know and interact with, trying to find that balance of how you two work in each other's lives, right? At the bottom, you have confidence is your key to success in Leo. This person is confident. This person is going to continue to maintain their confidence, even if they're not entirely sure how it's going to work out. They just know that it's going to have to, right? Because they're invested. Even if they haven't expressed their feelings. Look what's at the bottom. I reset these after each pile and restack them, like cleanse and reshuffle. And you've got commitment at the bottom. So this person's definitely in that energy. But yeah, I definitely can see this being a pile with the 12th house synastry. But this person's diving into themselves and figuring out what it is they want in life, as well as this connection and, you know, the furthering of it. Like, what is it that they want, and how do they balance what they want to do and where they want to go with, you know, this connection with the distance and whatnot. They're figuring it out. Like I said, this person, it doesn't quite know yet. They're just figuring it out. Okay, I've got 2. Thief. You've got steal, criminal, cheating, ulterior motives. That's interesting. And then you've got red flags. Oh goodness. Caution, beware, toxic, warnings, danger. Some of you come from other piles, and that may be it. That may be what we've got here. Let me see what's at the bottom. Individuality. Some of you, this person's going to ask you to make sacrifices for them. So those are the red flags. That's the stealing, right? When we talk about your money versus my money, the Scorpio Taurus axis, some of you, this person's going to ask you to make sacrifices for them. And that is the red flag. Let me see if I can get one more, and I'll take the bottom and develop this energy. Call. Communication, news, offers, excitement, and luck. That is the confirmation for those of you that are on that shadow side of the pile. Others of you, this person's like that thief, red flags in a positive sense. It is like kind of like a stealing of their heart, and the red flag is kind of them being caught off guard. Like you know how red flags are kind of like in your face? Well, it's like you hit them in their face, not physically, but like that, you know what I mean? With the way that they feel. Okay. Let me see what's at the bottom. I want you back. Regrets, missing you, sadness, sleepless nights. So yeah, just watch it if this person asks you to make, like, do whatever you feel called to do. But that, some of you, the warning is that this person's going to ask you to make personal, possibly even monetary sacrifices to further the connection. Because if there's distance, that means there's 2 separate lives happening here. Okay? So just watch that. But definitely more communication, lots of communication. So if you are if there's no contact, you're going to hear it, even if it's the stranger that's observing you online, because they'll message you or something. Like they'll reach out in some way, and they'll reveal themselves very quickly, because this is a very loud and communicative pile. Okay? But I want you back is definitely something like you're going to hear, especially if there's distance. Some of you, there's always some energy coming through. This could be another energy coming through for a pile, like a third party situation, and you may find out that this person's engaging other people. Some kind of way you'll find out, because this is crush. Like, you technically speaking, if we're talking crush, I feel like y'all are single, and y'all, like, it doesn't even look like y'all live near each other. So single. So it's I don't really I don't know your relationship, but if you're not really together, it's not cheating. But if you were led to believe that you were just the only person this person was talking to, then you'll find out that you're not, and you may put some distance. But I feel like this person's gonna come back. And some of you, this is an ex. Ooh, y'all hate me so much when I do that. But some of you, this is an ex with the I want you back energy, okay? Like someone from the past that's watching you from afar that wants you back. I know y'all hate me so much when I do that, but it's fine. It's going to be okay. But it's here. So, yes. Some of you watch that stranger that's observing you online that you don't know. Because even if they seem friendly, you don't know this person. Just watch it, okay? Because they seem to have a little bit more of an attachment to you than is normal, because you don't know them, okay? And like, you'll see quickly when they reach out, right, that they have deeper feelings than is healthy for you. Okay, so just watch that. Especially with thief, and it's get like that criminal energy. Someone might actually be stalking you. So just be mindful of your surroundings. And it's actually, I hate doing that in public readings, but you have pay attention to the red flags coming out with the signs of cautioning you. So like you have red flags 2 times. So just be mindful of your surroundings and your environment and the people that you allow to be in your space. You know, just be mindful of the energies around you, okay? Because some of you, it is someone that is just watching you that you don't really know, okay? Online and whatnot, okay? So let's see what else I can get. I'm trying to think of what else this thief energy could be. You gotta stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Some of you, the red flag, don't engage the first person that like asks you on a date, especially if you're online dating, right? Like if you're online dating, don't just accept whoever because you're trying to be open, right? It says like be open, but like have some discernment, okay? Just be mindful. Like some of you may be falling for scammers on the internet. Just watch it. And when I say scammers, I don't mean just like fake identities. I mean like literal people that may steal from you or something like that. So just be mindful of the people you're meeting as you're online dating and whatnot, okay? Just be especially someone that clings to you immediately, that wants to move in with you very quickly. I can see that, right? Like, oh, my ex did me this. Like, oh, I miss you so much. Like I had to move away and I don't live near you. You should let me come live with you. Like watch that energy. I see that for some of you, okay? Don't be taking people in. Okay, you get another card. I have flirt in reverse. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So those of you where the more healthy connections, where this is just long distance, you're both living your own lives and whatnot, this is a confirmation that this person is kind of treading in the trajectory of taking you more seriously, okay? Getting to know each other, right? Like they're getting to know you, right? They're talking to you, engaging you, asking you about like life and whatnot. And you know the difference between the ones where it's serious, is getting serious and you can take them seriously. These people are stable on their own. If you're talking to somebody that really has a lot of baggage, like I don't mean like equal balance with you. We all got baggage, okay? The justice implies that the one that you engage is the one that has similar baggage to you, but the one that has baggage that you don't have, right? And may need somewhere to live or may need some support, especially material, like may need money from you. Just be mindful, because those are the ones that you don't have to engage. Don't engage everybody that messages you on the online dating, okay? But the one that is equally yoked with you, right? That justice energy, that kind of is your counterpart, you know, like you're both equally successful, have things going on. The whole distance is that you're both truly working and they are who they are, right? Like you've researched, you know that this person is who they are, especially if you know them in real life. They're not flirting, they're serious, right? That's why they're getting to know you. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's why you have this 12th house energy. They want to know you to your core, okay? Others of you, the sketchy energy, they're asking deeply personal information very quickly. It's for a reason. It's that thief energy. So don't let someone get into your personal business very quickly if you don't know them very well, okay? And that's for these people you're meeting online specifically, or if you're just meeting them on a whim and you don't know anything about their history, okay? Because yeah, they have a crush on you, but it doesn't make it beneficial to you. So just watch it, okay? One thing I don't do over here is lie. And I will definitely not withhold information of that nature. You have patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy this journey because it's worth the wait. Now, here's the thing. This is another way to help you discern. Patience shows that if someone is rushing you to move, someone's rushing you to let them move in, or rushing you to take action, it's sketchy. It's that thief red flag energy. I don't want to cover that. It's important. You know what I mean? That's what it is. The person that's wanting to get to know you, like slowly, like they're asking deeply personal questions, and like they're trying to figure out like how it will work long term, but they're really diving deep to get to know you. They're not trying to hurry up and get to know you in quotes so that they can say, hey, let's move in, hey, can I come in, can you lend me money? You know what I mean? Like they just want to, they're trying to build a bond. You can tell when someone's trying to build a bond with that Pisces energy versus trying to hurry up and get over, you know? So let me see. Yeah, watch out. This is a warning message. Be aware of gossip, envy, and jealousy. Someone or something is trying to stay in the way of this connection. Watch out is the warning of the red flags in that instance. But also, don't let other people influence, right? Like, yeah, don't let other people influence where, like if your friends are telling you about somebody sketchy, that's different. But when we talk about gossip, envy, and jealousy, that's different. Let me see if I can get one more. This pile is becoming something very, very interesting. Courting. Okay, this period of development towards a romantic relationship is important. This time will help you both see if marriage is in the cards. So, two sides. You got the watch out instinct of the red flag of the don't date anybody and watch your surroundings, because you may have someone watching you that you don't realize is watching you. And then you also have the energy of don't just engage any random on social media or on the dating sites just because you're trying to be open-minded, right? Like don't let it go too far. And then you also have someone you're slowly taking your time to get to know with patience and courting. Just not getting too deep into your head, working at your pace. If you're comfortable taking your time to get to know someone that happens to be long distance and that works for you and it's truly like a healthy situation, then nurture that. Don't let people tell you what you should or shouldn't do, because I know sometimes people frown on online dating and whatnot, like, oh, you met this random person online. Well, some of you do need to be mindful of who you're engaging online or oversharing in general, because there's people watching you and can see your business and whereabouts. But others of you, you may have connected with somebody, whether in person or online, and you've been keeping contact via phone, via text message, online. And that's okay. At the bottom, you do have faith, trust, and believe that this love is here to stay. Or this time around, don't let fear or doubt interfere. Trust the divine. Exactly. So you're coming into this pile because you're concerned, you have doubts, you lack faith, and that's why you're coming into the pile with the weirdos. Okay, straight up. There are people here in this pile that have crushes on my pile fours that you need to have a guard up. Okay, now I do see that the connections on the furthest side from that, very healthy, very beautiful, and I do see they're going to work out. I don't know how. It's going to take some divine intervention, which will, because it's smooth sailing, you two connect and you two are very compatible, and you really do work. So let me see what I can get from this last deck. This is actually my shortest pile because it's straight to the point. Like there's no need to drag it out because it is what it is. Okay. Be careful out here, y'all. And then those of you where it's healthy, just, you know, it's okay to be concerned. It's okay to wonder if it's going anywhere or if it will go anywhere, especially if you're watching this reading like a week into it. Like if you just made a profile and then you met somebody and you're like, oh, this feels too good to be true, but you ran the background check and you made sure, and like you're like, oh, this is a real person that I'm connecting with. It's early. Just enjoy the ride and see, and always make sure you know who you're talking to, whether you met them online or if you met them some random place, and then you learn they're not who they say they are. And I've got a story about that. I'm not going to share it on the internet, but like you just be careful outside, okay? Let's see. Memories. Yeah, this is a person that thinks about you all the time. They replay your conversations and everything, especially if there's a lot of distance and like you don't see each other very much. Like they just kind of replay the memories that they may have of you two engaging. Let's see. No. Look at the two matching. That, like, this deck, I didn't even realize that this was the same print. So flowers may be relevant. I think I have a reading where you can choose flowers. Do that. But red and gold may be relevant colors, but memories, no. This person may send you flowers. They don't want to become a memory. Like they're not trying to be left behind or like fading away. Like they're really connecting with you and they want to keep going. Okay, let me get my last one. That's interesting that these two cards came out. I'll take this one first. Friends first. Yeah, see, that's a healthy connection. Someone that'll actually get to know you. It won't feel like you're dating at first. It'll feel like two people trying to get to know each other for a friendship. And then you have secrets. Yes. What? So I got not wanting to be memories, trying to go be friends first, because based on the past, that's the best approach. And also secrets, yes, keeping this connection private, especially since you have the warnings of not letting other people, literally here, affect the connection. So maybe just keep your business to yourself. Don't and when I say date in private, especially when you're meeting these people online, please see who this is that you're talking to. Especially if you're gonna keep it private, and never travel to see someone you don't know without people knowing where you're going. But chemistry, okay? Like maybe be like, oh, that's just my friend. I don't know. I'm just trying to be helpful. Let me not put my own energy into the reading. I'm just trying to look out for you, powerful. Stay safe outside, okay? But I do have secrets coming through. So your person's gonna have some secrets, okay? Some of them, it's secrets, like really heavy secrets with the deep energy. Like they may have a past. Others of you, it may be light secrets of things that they just don't share with people. But their secrets are something here with your crush. And honestly, it could be just a secret admirer. And also, I don't know why this was not the first message that came through. Look at all of the 3 flowers. There's probably 3 people watching you. I just think it's funny that this was not the first message, that yes, this person is watching you. So even if you know who it is, especially if you know who it is, yes, this person's watching you. Okay, pal, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm on 4. Whew, this has been a journey, y'all. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.